Check 1, 2, what it do?
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, man, you're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Mark Nash. He is I am he.
What do you mean by that?
Another great episode of Breaking Beats.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Yeah, man, them office hours been off for about a week.
What up?
Because I've been off for about a week.
What up,
yeah, man. If you didn't know, your man Mark Nash has been a little under the weather, but I'm back, baby. Back like I never left. It feels so good to be home. Feels so good to be home. And I got a good show planned for y'all this evening, and you gonna love it. So without further ado, I'm gonna run the intro. I got a special guest. Got Coach Derek gonna pull up tonight, gonna chop it up with us for a little bit. You know, about the goings on in boxing, his upcoming fight with his fighter, Quinton Randall. Trying to get back in the winner's circle after a defeat against Brian Norman Jr. As you know, Quinton Randall is our guy, so is Brian Norman Jr. So this should be fun, should be a fun episode. So without further ado, let me run the intro, get this room populated, let everybody know we are back, man. We are back. Yeah, man, that was a long break, man. It's probably one of the longest breaks I've had since I've been on YouTube. Shout out to my guy, OTB. It's my G right there. So this is going to be fun, man. I got an interview with him tonight. Got an interview next week with a referee. I think Brian Norman's dad, or matter of fact, Brian Norman's going to come on next week. Hank Lenny has a fight coming up. I'm going to get Hank back on the show. So, yeah, man, just getting back in the swing of things. And I figure what better way to get back into the swing of things than chopping it up with you guys about some boxing and doing some outstanding interviews. So without further ado, let's run the intro. Let's get this thing started. It's your man Mark Nash, Breaking Beats. Let's get it. Bang.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
From a good dream I awake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet. These niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the meadow, grabs his. He said if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shit. Mother, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, get walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bro. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job.
I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family.
Damn, I hate this job.
It's not always glamorous, for real. But I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know?
Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job.
Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad side.
Yeah, man, I'm slacking. Y'all even know, man, let me hit the right intro. I got to show off all my special guests. Let's hit it.
This that squad side.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you welcome me back, baby. What up, though? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Mark Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. What y'all thought y'all weren't gonna see? Me? Nah, man, they can't keep a good one down but for so long, baby. And it feels so good to be back here with y'all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to entertain you guys this evening. Hopefully you will be thoroughly entertained. And if not, my bad. I tried. Trying this after battle, man. So I want to thank you guys before I even get started with the show tonight. Got some good topics on the docket. I definitely want to unpack some of these things. Excuse me. I'm still not 100%, but I'm well enough to get this job done tonight. So this should be interesting. So we got a couple topics on the docket. As I said earlier, I am expecting a guest to beam in momentarily, and we're gonna chop it up. Matter of fact, I think the man of the hour is here. The man of the hour is here. Let's get into it, baby. All right.
Hello. Hey.
What up, Coach?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, sir? How you doing?
Running a little behind, man. Just got him out the gym. I'm still here.
Man, it's all good, man. It's all good, man. I appreciate your time, your energy. Thanks for the opportunity to chop it up with you about the beautiful sport of boxing, sir.
Absolutely, man. What's going on?
Oh, you don't threw the glasses on. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Clark Kent. Clark Kent mode. Well, first and foremost, thank you again. Shout out to my boy Lukey for plugging us up, and my guy Q as well. Let's just jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? So, your name is Coach Derek. You are out of Texas, correct?
Yeah, I'm originally from New Orleans, but I've been in Houston the last 24 years.
You definitely got that Houston accent, man. You got that Texas draw.
They tell me I still sound like New Orleans, bro. So really? I'm a mix.
Maybe when I hear you say baby or something like baby or something like that, or some or something like that. Talk to us about the journey, Coach. How do you? First and foremost, boxing is a dangerous sport. I call it a beautiful sport, ugly business. Tell us about your background. How did you get into this? Because, you know, getting punched in the face, punching people in the face, training people to do that. I mean, UPS is hiring. I mean, paper plastic.
Yeah.
Why boxing? Talk to us about that.
I guess I'm a legacy man. My father fought in the service in the 40s before the war. And my uncle was ranked middleweight in the 60s. His uncle was a state Louisiana welterweight champion in the 40s. My whole family, bro, we just boxers, man. So I guess we had boxing like other families had football or baseball or something. But so all the boys learned how to fight and participate in amateur boxing. We had some cousins my age that ended up being pros and professional fighters. I started having children early and getting in trouble in the whole 9 yards. And a buddy I trained with as kids boxing, he was grown and turned pro, and he asked me to come to the gym with him and help him one day. I was maybe 20. And I was like, man, you come to the gym for what? He said, man, help me get ready. I said, man, what do I know about training? And man, just come help me, man. So I went, helped him a few times. He went on a run, and then I stuck around and started picking up things and in and out. And my cousin, he turned pro, and I was helping him, and he got sent to Houston, trying to get him out the city to stay out of trouble. And so I was here, and we came out here to stay out of trouble and train. And I met guys out here, and I ended up staying in Houston. And yeah, man, started building fighters out here in 2007, maybe 2008, and been here ever since, man. Building boxes.
So, and you said since 2007. So you about almost 20 years in the game right now. Almost 20. Yeah. I started so young. I mean, again, being around it my whole life, bro, since a kid boxing. But as a trainer, I guess I started cutting my teeth doing my apprenticeship at about 21 years old, man. And I made 47, bro, last week. So I'm still young, but I've been in it a little while, you know? Yeah, well, happy birthday to you. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Hey, man, that's a blessing. Hey, look, so we got it. So can you, for the people who don't know, can you name some of the fighters you've been working with over the years? Oh man. I guess my biggest fighter personally that I built from the beginning would be that you would know would be Quinton. He made the team and became the captain, 2-time national champion, and Olympic team. You said make the team. Yeah. No, the Olympics. You trained the guy from the bottom up to become an Olympian.
Taught him how to throw a jab, yeah. And he came fresh out of prison. He was always a ruffian.
Yeah,
And
cool, man.
he was going. I think he said he went to a couple boxing gyms before he got in trouble and all that stuff. But he never stuck around them, longer than a week or two. But he found himself in trouble when he came clean. I was just so happened I had his little brother and sister-in-law in my gym, man. So when he got free, he was looking for a boxing gym, and they told him go by the New Orleans guy, man, because we winning. So that was in 2010, I think, or 11, and I guess his biggest win, he won the WBC silver welterweight title, and I think we 14-1 right now. We about to fight for one of them WBC internationals on February 23rd, man.
Oh man, February 23rd. Yeah, we're gonna definitely get into that. Talk to us about before we get into that fight. I want to talk to you a little bit more about you. How would you describe your coaching style, and who are some of the trainers and coaches you looked up to? He's like, hey man, that's how it should be done, or hey, I don't want to do it quite like that. I kind of want to have it this way, or is it a combination of multiple?
Oh, I guess if I had to do like a coaching Mount Rushmore or something, you saying?
Fair enough.
Okay. The greatest trainer that I know, the greatest boxing coach ever is Eddie Futch. After him, I would say my coaching idol, probably Manuel Stewart, and Ray Arcel, and give me Georgie Benton, man. Give me them four. I think that's about as.
Roll them off again. You said Eddie Futch, Georgie Benton,
Manny Stewart, and Ray Arcel.
Okay. Which one of you? Which one of those you think you more identify with personally, though?
Well, I think all four of them, I guess. But I mean, I guess as a kid, my favorite two fighters, a boxer. My favorite two fighters was Thomas Hearns and Sweepy Whitaker. And Thomas Hearns, because I thought I had illusions of grandeur. I could be that, right? But I don't think nobody could beat Pernell Whitaker. So that was like my two. That was my two watermarks. So I guess that would give you Manuel Stewart and Georgie Benton. Huh? I guess would be the top two guys. I guess I would say. But I think my boxing is so old school, man. I know exactly. See, I know where my tree is at. My boxing comes from a man named Whitey Asnault. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's like an unbridled superhero of boxing. If you look him up, you can look him up. He's in the Hall of Fame. He developed Willie Pastrana. He developed Ralph Dupas. He developed all the New Orleans great world champions from the '60s, and he used to build them, and then he would let Angelo Dundee corner him. But he would develop in his fighters. So he developed my great uncles, and he developed I know exactly. Quinton knows exactly where his boxing came from. The whole lineage. It goes back. The man who developed my boxing was born in 1898. He died in the 60s, like 61. I never got to meet him. I'm too young. But that's where my lineage comes from, man. So, but as far as if I had to pick the greatest coaches, that would be them for me.
Got a question for you. When you're building when a guy walks into his gym, like how you said Quinton walked in, you taught him how to throw a jab. What is the first thing you think you look for when developing a fighter, and what are the first things you want to work on and correct? Is it the jab? Is it the footwork? Is it what?
None of that. Because and trust me, you develop this over the time, because when you're a young coach, you could catch yourself chasing athletes. You see some athletic thing they have, and you'll say, oh man, this yeah. But none of that shit matters, bro. I was taught It takes character, drive, and ability to be a fighter, man, to be a successful fighter. And ability counts the least, because I'm going to teach you that.
I'm sorry, say that last part again, Coach. I'm sorry. Somebody was calling me and texting me right then. My ring was off.
Oh, I said I was taught that ability counts the least for a fighter. It's his character and drive. So I feel if I'm a good trainer, if I'm worth my salt, I could take you. I could take the next man. I don't care if he's 5 foot nothing or 6'7", because the drive and the will and the character is gonna take to go through these paces. If you got that, you're gonna get it. You're gonna succeed, because I'm gonna teach you, because I have a set of fundamentals. Like most trainers, difference is I have a set fundamentals, but then I see what physically my kid can bring to him, right? And so the things he can't do well, we try to hide while sharpening in the gym. But you know, I don't give a damn what their strong suit is, and if they don't have one, we'll build it. But what I can't do is your first day in the gym, whether you 21 or 12, I say, here's the jump rope, go. And if you just go and you ain't looking back, seeing when I said stop or asking me how many and all that good shit, you might be a fighter. You might be a dude I want to keep training, because a kid that's gonna keep going and skipping rope till his calves give out, that's somebody who got the character to get punched in the nose every day and show back up, right? So I really don't, man. You're fast, so what? What does that mean? I know how to beat speed. That shit doesn't mean nothing. If all 4 of those trainers I was talking about,
yes, sir.
Speed didn't matter to them. It was great to have. If we had it, I'm gonna use it, right? And yes, I'm gonna try to develop and cultivate as much speed as I can. But if I don't know how to beat a guy that's faster than us, well, what the fuck am I doing? Do I really know what I'm doing, or is just a speed foot race? If it's just a foot race, well, then this ain't a science and we just talking shit. Nah, I need a guy who's gonna jump rope till his calves fall out. I'm gonna teach him how to fight. That's gonna be the dude that's gonna fight, and he's gonna win when everybody else give up. Right?
Yes, sir. Talk to us about this. Tough guys. I heard Tyson said, I've talked to other fighters and trainers. They was like, look, the tough guys usually don't do good in this sport. It
ain't enough, bro. It ain't enough.
Break it down for us, Coach.
A tough guy, like all those guys, a tough guy gets hurt. But here's the thing: a guy that's tough, not only does he get hurt, he is like a super fast guy, right? He'll lead on that super fast till he fights somebody who knows how to counter that, and then he's lost because he has nothing else to go to. So a guy who leans on toughness, tough is an attribute that if it's good to have, we should never use it, right?
Explain that, Coach.
If my kid's got to be tough every fight to win, he's not going to win long, right? Because you can't. Every person can be knocked out, man. Listen, if Joe Louis was knocked out, every man can be knocked out. That should be a given. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how tough you are, and you just ain't getting hit by the right one yet. But you're gonna get knocked out, man. So if they just tough guys, sure they can make it. Sure they can make it. There's exceptions to every rule, bro. I don't want to come across like I know everything. That ain't what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying is, if you're a tough guy, you can attain a world championship, but you won't be that long, man. It's like people don't even understand how a knockout occurs, right? Or why people become punchy. You know, they get hit, they get knocked out once, and they like, man, all of a sudden overnight he feels like he can't take the shot. Well, nobody can. Once your computer zaps out and says, all right, reboot, something's wrong. We ain't firing on all cylinders. When you drop your phone, right? And the first time your phone craps out, but you get it back online and it works out, don't it crap out quicker the next time?
Yeah.
Because when you rebooting the system, bro, it's damaged, right? Something ain't right. It's haywire. Something's going on. Well, same thing with your brain, dude. You keep shaking your brain. I don't care how tough you are, man. Sooner or later, you're gonna get shook for the last time, bro. So none of those these you know, the Floyd Mayweathers, the Joe Lewis's, none of them got that tough shit. Nah, man, that ain't what you're trying to be, man. It's great to have. It's great to have. Don't get me wrong. If tough is the thing, if speed is their thing, it's great to have. But here you go. Would you agree with this or some version of this? Roy Jones, if he's not he's got to be one of the greatest athletes to ever box. Would you agree with like a Bo Jackson of boxing?
Just raw, natural, God-given.
Just could have did anything.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. There's a plethora of reasons why he started losing, and that doesn't concern me either. But let's just say once he started getting knocked out, though, he started getting knocked out, right?
Yeah.
So at some point, that Bo Jackson specialty wasn't enough, right?
Yeah.
My argument is because science is pugilism is a science, right? It is an actual right and wrong. It's a way to fight. It's a way not to fight. It's a way to extend your career. It's a correct way to throw a punch, a correct way to defend against a punch, right? A correct way to stand, a correct way to move. Because if it wasn't, well, then Roy Jones should have never been starting getting knocked out every time somebody hit him in the head. That should have never happened. He was clearly better than everybody. Am I right or wrong? Just physically.
Yeah,
it's got to be
a specimen, man.
Bruh. So that's where I'm at with it, man. You got to kind of build up their boxing around that, right? Whatever that thing is. And tough, man, is just a bad plan, bro. In a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to just let this guy get me. I ain't tripping. I'll take. You ever heard them people? You got to take one to give one. And that wasn't.
Right. The guy he's taking 2 or 3. He's okay with taking 2 or 3 to land his one.
I would say, and there's been people that done it and became champions, right? But I would say that's you could drive with your feet, bro, but that don't mean you're supposed to. That ain't the best way to drive, right?
Hell no.
Well, that's all I'm saying, man. So, I look for something different. I don't look for the physical attribute, bro. I look for something. Like I said, I got my little litmus test here, man. Skip this rope. I might put you in a plank. I might do anything. I might put you on some bag house and make it. And if you go to you can't no more, you come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. We might work out.
Who do you have on your Mount Rushmore of fighters, Coach? And shout out to In the Ring with Christine. She said, "My guys." She's cool with you.
Oh, that's my gal right there, man. That's the home girl.
Yeah, that's the homie for real. Talk to us, man. Who do you have on your Mount Rushmore fighters, Coach?
As favorites or the best? Like, that's two different things.
What did that mean to you? The difference, your favorites and the best, because regardless,
it's kind of
opinion. Regardless.
Well, I have favorite fighters that's gonna just be my guys. I root for no matter what. Oh, and then I have guys who, just my favorite guys. When somebody asks, like I said. If I had to pick, okay, Tommy Hearns. Oh, I'm gonna add one right here publicly for the first time.
Go for
Tommy Hearns, Pernell Whitaker, and Evander Holyfield, and I'm gonna say Bud Crawford, bro. Just went in my greatest fighters ever.
I knew it was a reason why you were on the show today. I knew it. I knew you were special.
You're a Bud guy? I'm a Bud guy, bro. Like Bud, hey man, this dude, hey.
Hey, look, let me put on my little work time bracelet real quick. My little Bud Crawford work time.
Oh, okay, you're a Bud guy, huh? Man, that dude's special dude, bro. That's a special guy. I really believe he's one of those generational, he could have competed anywhere. You know what I'm saying? He could have competed with all of them, the best of them. And whoever wins gonna win, but he can compete. He can win too as well. So yeah, I really like that dude, man. I really like that dude's ability, man.
Christine said, yeah, we got the fam and we got favors. But here's the thing. Do you think now, some people are you're gonna take a hit from some people from that. Like, you put him beside Hearns, Purnell, Holyfield, and someone say, hey, he still has so much more to accomplish. What do you say to that?
Well, Bud does.
Someone say, hey, look, like to put him, but those guys, while he's still active, they think that might be speaking out of turn. Because I got him up there high on my list. Like,
yeah, I mean, dude, come on, man. These guys, I
haven't seen some of the stuff done. I've heard about it. But
here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. And I'm kind of people take when I say fan as a derogatory thing, but I don't mean it as bad as it sounds. But to me, it's a big difference between fans and boxing insiders. It doesn't mean you got to be a trainer. It doesn't mean you got to be, because there's media guys that's just fans, bro. They just fans, and they could be popular, way more popular than, I don't have no big following or nothing. I've been in boxing my whole life, right? Mm-hmm. But competence isn't, the whole world would have you thinking the whole world's confused about a bunch of things that nobody's confused about, right? But it just gives you, but if that's pushed and promoted, all of a sudden the world's so small with social media and things that we all of a sudden that becomes a thing that's really not even a thing.
Fact.
So, the fans get carried away with the it guys, whoever's the it guy at the time, right? Or they don't separate favorites from the real deal, right? So that's why when people ask me my favorite, if you ask me my favorite fighters, that's them. That's my favorite fighters. If you ask me who's the greatest fighter of all time, the top 5, that's a different list. That's a completely different list. And that's why when people ask me to handicap fights, I say, well, look, you're asking me who I'm rooting for or who I think's going to win, because that's two different things. Yes, and sir. most people just pick who they're rooting for, and they get passionate about it. And even and we all could fall victim to that, dude, because we'll get caught. This is the fight game.
Coach,
this is the fight game.
Them up at the sports book when they betting with their emotions.
Yes, man. So sometimes you be like, well, I'm rooting for this kid, but I don't think he got much a chance to win, and doesn't mean I ain't rooting for him. And as a trainer, as a guy in the business, I'm always looking at, the intangibles that, the probability of this happening. It doesn't matter who I'm rooting for. It doesn't matter, because a lot of times I'm rooting for the guy that I don't think could win. a lot of times, man.
Oh, I need to hit you up then too. I need to hit you up around betting time too. Seriously, since you did bring up Crawford, I got to ask you about. It was a lot of news going around with Crawford and Spence, as far as some would say Spence was making excuses after the loss. Did you hear his comments? He put out the post with the eye patch, said, had a cataract removed from my eyes, been bothering me for a while. That's why I've been getting hit with so many jabs and left hooks. But good fight by bro nonetheless. Some people took that, hey, that's a backhand compliment. You're making excuses. You're downplaying his victory. What's your take on that? What say you as a pro?
Well, we was chief sparring for that camp for Errol.
I called the Q about it. I was going to bring that up after this.
Yeah. Errol, listen, man, I'm a tremendous Errol fan, bro. Right? I like every.
Sit in on that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Did you send Q for that, or were you there with Q during that?
We did like 40. I think we did 47 rounds total. I was there for maybe 30 of them, so I was there more than half the time. So, I'm a tremendous Errol fan. I like that guy. I just like him. I can't help it. He's a tremendous champion. The truth, like they say. If you're asking me, did I think he should have said the thing about the eye? Is that what you're asking me?
You can interpret the question how you want to, Coach.
No, I wouldn't have said that, because then you give Bud more ammunition, right? Because to me, when Bud made his little joke for the Super Bowl, not the Super Bowl, for them Cowboys, and I said, man, he couldn't even say that shit if you ain't even say that. And here's the thing. I don't know Errol to be no excuse dude at all. And in fact, I didn't think he made an excuse after the loss. I think he took it like a man, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say, more than likely, that was just a emotional thing he felt at that time coming out of surgery or something. And he probably shouldn't have said that because you can't walk that back now, right? When you take the law, listen, I train my fighters. There you go. Perfect example. My fighter just lost his first fight. And I made the public thing. I told everybody how I just had the wrong fight game plan, bro. That's all. That's all.
You took the
That's
hit.
it. That's what happened. So
What was the game? What was your game plan versus Brian Norman Jr.?
Oh, just do what he do. Use his distance and keep him at range, man. We just had a flat performance, bro. But maybe I made some mistakes in camp. You know, maybe I didn't time some things right. Maybe I should have had him going forward. You know, it was things I could have did different, man. But when I tell you what, you bringing up this kid. Let me tell you something about this kid here, man. This Brian Norman guy. This kid did something, man. I don't mean this derogatory, especially amongst trainers, because I don't really know his father. I know his father's his trainer, right? So I'm saying that to say this. I wouldn't want him to take it disrespectful or nothing. But his son did something so classy, bro, to me. I'm gonna root for Brian Norman Jr., bro, as long as he's boxing. And if him and his daddy ever thinks they need some help from me, man, they could come to Houston anytime, man. That's a good kid, bro. And he did some classy shit, man. But
can you share like what was so classy? Because that.
Oh, man, have him on your show, man. He'll tell you if he wants to.
But can you tell us what he did?
That would be for him to tell somebody, man.
It might be,
but he's just a good guy, man. He's just a good guy, bro. And
he talked about that. The lobby when he saw each other after the fight, when they met up.
That's part of it. Yeah, that's part of it. Absolutely.
Because he came on the show like right after the fight. Talked about it. You can bring that up. He spoke on it. Junior.
Well, he man, they had a separated, like they had one, their whole place was they had everybody in 3 different spots, right? And after the fight, we get back, man, and the kid calls my kid through I don't know that they was talking on the phone, but Instagram or something, right? And he said he was in the lobby of our hotel, bro, and could he have a word with him, man? And my kid was like, yeah, man. So of course we had just got to the room, so I was still with him. So I went down there, and he said some things and asked him some things and was receptive to some things, and it just showed me that just a classy guy, man, just a classy kid, bro. And I wish him nothing but the best. Again, like I'm saying, I would help him, bro, in any way possible, man. Because it really, I never watched it. I was there. I never watched the fight back, and I heard a few things. Like people was telling me that their corner was, even though they was winning, so I don't know why, but they were saying, man, they seemed a little confused or something. I didn't see none of that, so I don't know none of that. But if that's true, man, I would love to work with a kid like that, man. He fought hard. He fought his heart out. And class act, man. I wish him nothing but the best, man.
Yeah, I'm sure they're watching too. I'm sure they're watching it. They're big fans of the show, and they're friends of the show as well. You do, and I appreciate you saying that too. Live on there, on the record. Shout out to
We'll fight him. Hey, we'll fight him again though. But go ahead. We will fight him again. But go ahead, man.
Coach, I don't think nobody want to see that again, man. That was It was neither one of these guys, but it was both of these guys. Worst performance.
Horrible.
Do you think they put too much pressure on themselves leading up to the fight? Because they started off here on this channel, right where you were at, right there, barking back and forth, but it kind of fell flat. I think what helped them too was their performance, as flat as it was still more action than the main event with Shakur and De Los Santos, you know?
Man, they told me that I didn't get to see Shakur's fight, man, because I was so disgusted with how we performed. I tuned out, man. We split. We was walking out the thing, and Teo came back there and was hollering at me, like, man, Quinton, bro, you should have been listening. I said, man, he was listening, man. Oh man, I said, man, let's get the hell out of here, bro. We were just depressed, man, and went back to the room, man. But I didn't get to watch Shakur, and people were saying, man, Shakur was flat too. I said, what? And so I didn't get to see it, man. Was it bad? What was it? What happened?
It was like y'all fight without any. You know how every now and then Brian was blitzing Q, right? They would be and Q has a way. They talked about this before the fight. It's something that we all know about Quinton Randall. Quinton Randall can slow the fight down to a pace. And I want to ask you about that too, right after you answer this question. How do you even train that? Because Mayweather was able to do that, and it's like I want you to. He smirked when I said that. Am I asking for the 7 herbs and spices?
No. Listen, man. Listen, and my kids would hate any question I answer, but I've always answered questions because here's the thing: I could tell you anything, bro. It's not teaching you. So if I tell you something. If I explain something to you, you're still just hearing that and going off on your own trying to do it. It's still, it's not me teaching you anything. And if it doesn't have to be taught, well then I'm obsolete, right? Just there's a million YouTube trainers that tell you how to throw combinations and shit. You could just do that and be a world champ, right? So I don't got no problems with explaining things because it's not really teaching you. It's just saying something. But listen, man, to slow down the pace of the fight, you gotta be done. If you don't know how to break down a round in quarters and end up where you're supposed to be at a certain time and drag them a certain place and increase the pace of the fight, which is just throwing off time. In other words, it doesn't. If you busy, all I gotta do is punch in between that, and you gonna try to throw faster. And what's gonna happen? At some point, what happens to you? You're
gonna get clipped, or you're gonna get.
And I ain't did shit. I ain't did shit, but off time your punches. That's all I did was punch in between. I don't even care if I hit you in your glove, your shoulder, or your chest. Now you're gonna try to go faster because you think that's the answer.
You're gonna get tired too.
And now we coming back down where I'm comfortable and I'm right here where I want to fight, and you gassed out. I'm not gonna never let you drown me and bring me up there. It's pacing, man. Everything is pacing and boxing because he who controls the pace wins the fight, right? Doesn't matter if it's slow or fast, right? It matters who's controlling it. That's the difference, man. It's when you punch rather than when you punch is more important than how you punch. Once you understand where you're safe and when you're not. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Are you talking about timing or are you talking about more spacing and distance when you say that?
It's all congruent. That's the thing. People try to separate it. Here's what's happening. When they learn those different elements, they try to separate them. Instead of learning all the elements and seeing how they work together, they try to separate them. And the problem is most people don't even know it's different elements. They think it's all one thing. And that's when you get people who say speed. Speed is what you need. I know you heard that a million times. Speed is what you need. Speed. If speed was winning, then the fastest guy wins every fight.
But timing beats speed.
7 days a week.
Okay.
Ever since boxing's been perfected, that's been the answer.
Like I'm not faster than a fly, but I can get the timing down and I clap his ass. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. Cool. Okay. All right. So you got shout out to everybody who's here too. Shout out to my good brother, Coach Malachi Williams, Lisa Bell, she never fails. My good brother KP from KC5 in the ring with Christina, still rocking with us. Lisa Bell, she never fails. Foodie with the beauty, badass blonde in the building. Shout out to the good brother Next Generation Combat Sports TV. Appreciate y'all. If y'all got any questions for the coach too, put your question in the chat. I'm not going to take too much more of his time because he's been very generous. I don't know how much time I had with you right now. I see you still at the gym. He said, "Man, I got a sleeping bag right here. You got a
I got a kid. I got a kid in the feature tomorrow, man. New Orleans kid came in.
Oh yeah. Before you go ahead.
This kid I managed, man. I came up with his dad. His daddy was a pro. He was a highly touted amateur, but he turned pro. And 2 weeks ago, we had him in Cali. He beat this kid that was 8-0. And in their hometown, now he's 4-1. And they called me. They lost a fight here in Houston, man. And my kid was off suspension yesterday. I said, yeah, he'll take the fight. So he drove in this evening, just weighed in, man. We fighting tomorrow night at the GSA Center in Houston, man. He gonna upset this apple cart too, man. He's a fighting guy. His dad, he's a fighting legacy. His dad was a fighter. His grandpa, his uncles was all fighters. Boudreaux's, they out of New Orleans too.
What's the name?
Wayne Boudreaux Jr.
Wayne Boudreaux Jr. How you spell that?
He's fight Boudreaux.
Okay, we gotta look him up.
He's fighting Ivan Vasquez, 9-0. He's 4-1. Fighting him tomorrow night right here in Houston, man. I'll make sure to post it. Follow me on Instagram, bro, so you can check him out. I put the weigh-in up today.
I follow you on Twitter now, but I follow you on IG. And if you guys grab that W, man, see if we can get him on here next week or so.
Oh yeah, I get him on there whenever you ready, man. This kid can fight, man.
Absolutely, love to tell a story. I gotta ask you this too. After a tough loss with a guy you brought up from, like you said, from 0-0, you guys go to the he becomes an Olympian, man. Becomes the team leader. You know what I'm saying? Team captain. You go in there, you guys have your first defeat. And tell us about that conversation. How do you console your fighter? How do you instantly go in there and say, "Hey, it was my fault"? Because when everything goes great, the fighter gets the glory. When it goes bad, coach first one to go 9 times out of 10. You need to train your coach. You need to fire your coach, fire your trainer, fire your coach. Talk to us about that experience and how do you repair the trust so the fighter knows, hey, look, yeah, I might have made that mistake before, but this is not indicative of who I am or what we are as a team. Like, talk to us about that whole process.
Never fighter ever built, bro, is developed or predicated on bullshit. Here's what I mean. They're getting an education on how to fist fight, how the boxing business works, what a draw is, a promoter's responsibility, a manager's responsibility, and their responsibility. Along with their responsibility, they learn this: what's right and wrong, and that everybody, like I said earlier, every man can lose. Everyone. The minute you convince yourself you can't be beat, you've already lost. So the proof positive to this philosophy and that it's being done correctly is when a kid loses and he's not confused. See, if I develop a fighter, and the opponent matters, there's a problem. Because the opponent is just necessary. He's somebody that's got to pose a problem that we got to solve. If we don't solve the problem, then we didn't do something. Something we didn't do was correct. Because it can't possibly be the opponent. That means we ain't worth for shit and somebody could beat us. And it can't be fixed. But my kids know this is a science, bro. It's not a foot race. They're going to know this is what I did. I wasn't busy enough. I wasn't active enough. I got hit entirely too much. I didn't control the pace. I didn't bring it down or fight it, set it low where I wanted to fight. See, all this shit's going on in my fighter's mind to worry about how big and ugly the guy is over there, or that he was practicing looking tough and shit. None of that matters, man, because my kids are going, this is a problem I gotta solve, and this is how I was trained to solve it. Now we get there and it doesn't happen. It's because I just gotta dissect and say, okay, what worked? This is what worked. So that's the only thing that worked. Then this other shit is what I did wrong. It's not. Here's what I'm saying. My kid lost to Brian Norman. Perfect example. If Quinton went home and said, man, Brian Norman's just better than me, we already fucking lost. What's the point? Let's get a job, man. Let's go to Walmart, UPS, whatever. Because if you think he's just, if that was too big for you to solve, what you gonna do when we fight somebody better than that? My kid didn't do that. My kid said, shit, here's where I went wrong. And we sat down and seen what we agreed upon, what we didn't agree upon, and went back to the gym the following Monday. None of my fighters are predicated on bullshit. It's why they don't get taught they super fast. Oh, you gonna be the greatest thing. Actually, they learn in my gym that ain't good enough. That tough ain't good enough. Man, when coach put me on them bag hops, I quit after 45 seconds. This ain't gonna work, right?
Yes, sir.
You got to be able to fix it, man. So if you don't develop a kid like that, that's the kids who, and there's a litmus that you can name a million of these guys who everybody thought was the king, the bee's knees, the greatest thing. He was the next, is always the next, right? He's the next this, he's the next that, he's the next this. And then all of a sudden something happens and everybody's like, what happened? Well, what happened was he was never developed to begin with, and you was impressed with that combination flash shit, and somebody didn't stick a stick in the spokes, spinning it, stick a stick in the spokes and see if that bitch don't flip over and hit his ass on the ground. That's what's gonna happen. And everybody can't take that, man. Everybody can't take that shit, going from you the best thing in your city, you're the best thing in the amateurs, and now I get into this pro thing and a solid pro comes around, sticks a stick in the spokes. Man, I'm gonna do something else, man. I'm gonna rap or something.
Remember, he said, "Go rap or something. Go drop a freestyle or something." Hey, look, Jose Vargas was like that. Remember that he highly touted amateur under the Mayweather gym.
Went down.
Got beat up again. Now I heard he got an OnlyFans.
Oh damn!
Actually, it's OnlyMans, allegedly, possibly.
Oh damn!
Yeah, never heard of it.
I hope that brother gets himself together, man. That's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I think that helps. Now, even with that, of course, you gotta have make sure everybody's cool and knows what, make sure everybody's on, because listen, man, the ego is a motherfucker. And you mix some emotions in that, and things could be, I've been with this kid since the very beginning, man. And if you ask me how many times we argued, I can't even tell you. And he's his own man. That's a full grown man, children, wife. It's nothing about domineering or nothing like that. We just, I don't know. We just ain't never had no ill arguments and shit, bro. So I think
no deep conversation. It was no.
Right. Well, I think neither one of us was confused about what happened. Nobody's confused about what happened, right? So when there's no confusion, okay, we know what to fix. We know what to fix. Now, that's also a reason why you shouldn't, trainers out there, y'all shouldn't pump them kids up with some bullshit, because, I guess, well, they probably wouldn't do that if they knew better, but some of them might just ride, especially when you become a hitter, right? Once you become a hitter, and everybody does, every trainer, once you make your name, some promoter's going to try to get you and then send this stable to you, and then you really just a hitter. You trying to shine some shit that somebody else did, and make that's something altogether different. Everybody knows what you there for. You there to work a corner, right? Come up with a fight plan and work a corner, and that's it. But that ain't what I do at all, bro. I'm not there. Hopefully I'll never get there, but you never know. When if God see fit, I'm still doing this into my 60s or something, bro. I might become one of them, but You know, I try to. I be too much invested in the kids. You know, and I hate training fighters that other people built, and I have, but man, I hate that, bro. Oh my God, that's gonna work me, bro.
I'm glad you brought that up, because look, when you start with the guy from like you said, from a cub before he becomes a wolf, he's a little cub, and you build this cub into a wolf. At some point, like when he goes to the Olympics, you don't go with him to the Olympics, right? He has an Olympic coach. Right?
The international stuff, right.
Yeah, how does that work? Because now, no matter what happens, he comes back to you, but he's changed now. He's doing things that the other coach told him to do for international competition. And how does that work? And
absolutely. Okay. And here's another thing. All us trainers we all have our specific backgrounds and stuff, right? And because I didn't learn to coach boxing at the amateur level, right? That wasn't my entry. My entry into coaching or holding the towel in the water bottle was at the pro level, right? So I was cutting teeth there and sitting in the gyms and shutting up and listening. And so I actually had to, even though I never was a pro fighter, my coaching was pro style, I guess is how I would say it, right? So I had to learn the amateur style, which is not how we was brought up in my family. Our boxing wasn't an amateur style boxing, right? So we had to kind of like find his way to win at the amateurs, right? And it worked. But what I noticed was once he made the team and was there, because he was living out there and you know, fighting in Kazakhstan and Costa Rica, all these different places. But what he would always do is after a camp, he would get back home and try to sharpen up, because they was absolutely asking him to do things that didn't work well for him. While at the same time, simultaneously learning things about fitness, about conditioning, about diet, you know, the diet and dietitians, and learning all this stuff that because I'm from the old school, right, that I was learning too, right? I'm learning from stuff that he's bringing back, going, man, look, they do this, and I'm feeling like this, you know. And one thing about me, as old school as I am, if something works, I want it, right? I want it. I don't care. I'm not so egotistical that because I take this job very seriously, I don't want none of these guys to get hurt on my watch, right? Mm-hmm. So I'd be a damn fool if you say, hey, coach, look at this new whatever, and I'm getting this kind of results. Well, let me look at it. Let me see if it fits. Let me see if I can utilize that. I'm experienced enough to know I don't know everything. So I learned some things like that too, just like he learned some things about himself by still winning at such an elite level as the amateurs while not being an amateur fighter in no way, shape, or form, right? And what he learned was I can control the pace and adapt. And going around fighting Cubans, all these elite fighters, made him know, okay, yeah. When it's time for us to go, we'll be all right. So again, if all these things ain't plugged in from the beginning, bro, and you go lose on a big stage, yeah, it might cripple y'all, man. Y'all might split up. The dude might think. I think my kid knows if it's something I think he needs that I can't give him, I'm gonna try to go get it.
Good, great answer right there, Coach. I can't even hold you. I love how you broke that down, because I always wondered about that. Like, man, like because in their mind, well, I can't say what's in their mind. I can assume, right? They might, the coach that got you here gave you bad habits. You know, yeah. They're freaking those bad habits. Like, you think you can just eat whatever or do whatever and blah, blah, blah. Or you rely on your power instead of setting up the shots and things like that. So great answer. In the ring with Christine she said, I was here, as you know, she's a part of Team USA. She said she was in the, she said, I was here when Q was the man. Man,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
That's how I know Christine, man, through Quinton. From his time on the team and all that. And I love her to death, man.
Man, she's awesome, man. She's awesome. I'm gonna try to call her as soon as I get you off, and she's still in the chat. Christine is one of the few people told me. She said, and I took advantage of it one time too. She said, "Mar, you can call me anytime, any day."
Yeah, man. Yeah.
She literally answers her phone or hits me back within 24 hours or less. And she's been all over the world, and she'll hit me up from Prague and everywhere, wherever she's at.
She's a bud gal too, man. Big time, bud.
But she definitely respects and got a lot of love for Spence. But she,
yeah, absolutely.
She knew what was going to happen July 29th. I'm just saying, if you know, you know. But speaking of that, when I had Q up here, right, he took a clip of my interview with Q, and it kind of, I think Showbiz the Adult, he took that clip, and because of, he has such a large platform, it went rampant. Q, because I had Q on before the fight, then I brought him back on after the fight, and the rumor was Q hurt Spence rib, and when Spence said, "Hey, I had to get a cortisone shot in my side," he was like, so he did have a bad rib, and Quinton Randall broke his rib, and he fought with a broken rib, and he didn't spar for 4 weeks prior to the fight, and Spence said, I didn't spar, weeks before the fight. Talk to us about that. Did you see anything with the body work Q was working on with Spence? And is there any truth to that from your vantage point?
I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see it, man.
That's the shortest answer this man has given all night. Y'all seen that? I didn't see it, bro. You gave me a 4-word answer. I don't think you did that all night. Interesting. So you didn't see anybody.
Listen, man. Listen. When two men agree to fist fight, both of y'all got to get ready. Y'all both agreed to show up on this date. Whatever happens, man. And you got to eat it. If the people who got their heart broke behind Errol, they should stand strong like Errol did. I mean, aside from, like I said, I think this recent thing with the eye, I think was just a mishap. He shouldn't have said that because he took it like a man the night of the fight, right? So I think that goes along with, listen, bro. You know what makes these champions better than you and I, bro? You want to know the truth? Here's the truth. These guys, like a Errol Spence, man, this dude risks life and limb, but fuck that. Guys who climb poles for a living do that, right? That ain't what he risks, man. He risks complete humiliation in front of the world. Now, I would say that only doing that is how you become a fucking Errol Spence, bro. Doing that is how you become a Bud Crawford, bro. That's why Derek Collinsworth ain't shit. I ain't nobody. Bud Crawford, dude, just got my top 4 all time, and I've been in this game my whole life. I'm damn near 50. Because Bud Crawford risks humiliation, dude. Every time he steps out there, because he's not fighting no regular guys, bro. He's not fighting. The days of the promoter taking care of you been over for him, right? This is the best of the best.
Ain't really no easy fights no more at this level.
Nah, man, listen, bro. The funniest one, I love the Canelo haters, right? This dude, this little bitty Mexican, bro, who's 5'7", bro. This dude whooped Sugar Shane Mosley, bro, 15 years ago, bro. You know how long ago that was? And it was the fight after Pac-Man. Pac-Man got all the credit in the world. He does it. It's nothing. Listen, this kid has been risking humiliation. I was ringside when he whooped and shot out Callum Smith. He just took a rough one against Beterbiev. But I was there front row. Canelo's 7 feet from me. I'm in his corner, right? Because my wife, she's a Canelo fan, so we had the ringside, right?
Right.
So he gets in the ring, and this 6'5" Englishman walks on side of him. My wife, poor thing, she's been married to me 20-something years. She gets scared and said, "This shit ain't even fair." Look at this. This ain't right. This ain't right. I said, baby, calm down. Watch what's going to happen. This guy's been doing this on a consistent basis for years. For years and years and years. Now,
it's level too.
Against the best of the best and against guys, he shouldn't really be in there, man. Let's tell the truth.
You talking about Canelo?
He's 5'7", dude.
Right.
He's not a light heavyweight, bro. He's not. I don't care if he's built like a fire plug. He's a little bit of guy. So what I'm saying is, why can't he just be great? He's just a great fighter. And this guy risked his life and limb, bro, against the best, these giant guys. These ain't regular people, dude. These ain't regular people. These guys risk humiliation, man. Every time something happens, man, all these memes and all this shit. Now, I'm talking about the elites, right? I'm talking about the best of the best. I ain't talking about propped up fighters, guys who didn't really beat nobody, but the paperwork looks good. I'm talking about these elite guys, man. And I don't think, man, it's just, if we can do that, we would be in a position. That's all I'm saying. And I don't think we should shoot at these guys when they doing shit that's superhero type shit. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense. That's crazy to me, man.
Hey, Coach, I just got I guess Brian Norman Sr. is what Brian Norman Sr. is watching the show. He wanted to chop it up with you. Is that okay if I add him?
Yeah, I don't care, man.
Yeah, he said ask him if it would. Okay, he asked for the link. All right, I'll send you the link. Okay. All right, he just called me, asked for the link. Okay. Let me say this. What do you think needs to be done? This is something that I gotta ask you. I don't care if I didn't ask you, but one question. Had to ask you, what do you think needs to be done to clean up the sport? We hear guys getting popped with PEDs. Guys, I remember I interviewed Frank Martin, and he was telling me about how, and actually Q was on that card. That's when I first met Q, but he probably don't remember me from that day. But he fought on that Frank Martin card. It was a man down promotion. You know, you was there. You know what I'm talking about, right? At the Cosmos.
Yeah.
2 weeks before. But it was 2 weeks before.
Yeah. It was the Ryan Shields kid we fought. I forgot his name. Yeah.
But that's who you guys fought, right? So boom. But and I remember talking to Frank that at the weigh-in, and we were talking about cleaning up the sport. I asked Derek James about it. Derek James told me he didn't interview me on camera because he had a bruise on his face. He was like, "Man, I don't want to interview right now. You see my face, man. Look at my face." That
was when he had that when we fought that day. So that must have been around that same time, huh?
Yeah. That was.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I like a disease, man. I'm doing.
Yeah. He was self-conscious. Yeah.
Do it off the camera. You know what I'm saying? But you can talk to me. What's up? And I was talking about cleaning up the sport, PEDs, and it's not gonna go away unless the penalty is stiffer. Pause. You know what I mean? Penalty 6 months or a year, and you guys only fight 6 months to a year anyway.
Right.
It needs to be something that's tremendous, like 3 years. I had Mike Williams Sr. on. He said 3 years, Mark, first penalty. 3 years. Next time, you're going for life. This ain't baseball. We ain't doing no 3 strikes. He said, because in 3 years, your body changed.
Yeah.
Years that we wanted you to fight out the division. In 3 years, your fan base going. In 3 years, you probably got to start selling some of those chains and Lambos. More. It got to be serious enough to you. What say you, Coach, about?
Man, I wish I had more experience with that kind of cheating. I just don't know nothing about PEDs, right? So the thing, other than if somebody's popped for an antibiotic steroid or something like that, right? That's clear. But man, it's like these cheaters, man. You remember a while back in the United States, bro, they started letting people, I don't know if it was out there. Where you at, bro? Where you live at?
I'm in the A. I'm in Atlanta.
I don't know if it was like this in Atlanta, but I know in the early on the mid 2000s in New Orleans and Houston and stuff, they started letting them.
I ain't from here. I moved here after the army. I you know what I'm saying? So
okay, well they started letting them sell like fake marijuana and stuff in the store, like it's regular, like it's anything, right?
Fake ass weed, respectfully, yeah.
And so legislation would start, and they would make it illegal, and then all they would do was the chemists would change the element and change the chemistry, and now you can't catch it on tests and stuff like that, right, or whatever. And now it's legal again until they make that thing illegal. So to me, with these cheats, man, like they doing things that ain't just antibiotic steroids. They doing so many things to cut corners that until people get caught on it, they don't even know the test for it. And then you stuck going, like, I didn't kind of understand, like, and this ain't no shot at Alicia or nothing, but I didn't understand, like, when so did she not cheat or did she cheat? Because it sounded like they were saying they just agreed she cheated, but she didn't put it in on purpose or something. I didn't understand. I was like, what's the rules, man? Why is the rules so hard to understand when shouldn't there be no extra substance in you? That makes you natural, right? Shouldn't be nothing. Man, look, I'm too uninformed about that chemistry, bro. But should it be stiffer penalties? Absolutely. In fact, I feel like if you're on a steroid, dude, that's an assault, because we didn't agree to that. I didn't agree to that. I didn't agree that you could be, instead of hitting the ball, now you hitting it over the fence. Well, now you hitting my head, man. I didn't agree to that shit. So I think if you get caught with that, yeah, man, that's an assault charge. If I hit somebody in the street and they fall on the ground and hit their head and their eye falls out or something, I'm going to the penitentiary, bro. That's just what it is. That's an assault charge. So why isn't that? I don't know, man.
Yeah, that blew my mind. It said not intentional. She did, so but her fans and her are running with not guilty. I'm like, no, not guilty.
Yeah, I really don't understand, man. I don't get it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we got my guy Bryant Norman Sr. Welcome home to your home away from home. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the show.
Man, I appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Coach?
What's up, dude?
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all your kind words. I heard you're a very wise coach, man. I listened to as much as I could. I don't know if I heard it all, but I heard most of it all. You sound like you know your shit. Sound like you really. No, real talk. I give props what they do. So I mean, a lot of stuff you said, the time and the speed. I mean, I heard all that. Like, oh, this dude know what the hell he talking about. That's what's up. Well, listen, I was trying to get one that this is from a coach to coach standpoint, because I always wondered this, even when it's sparring or when my son fights somebody, whatever the case may be. When he fights somebody, and I'm not saying it was like a dominant type performance, on that level, but when he fights somebody, and I say, hold on one second, let me just cut dry. What do you think can be done for Quinton to beat my son? Because initially when it started, that was why I was so gung-ho on it. And I looked at it, I watched Quinton a million times. I fell asleep watching Quinton. I watched Quinton. I probably watched Quinton more than Quinton doesn't watch Quinton. I'm so serious. I done watched that man so many times. I can tell you every move he made, everything he did. That's why some of the hoopla and the melee that you heard about in the corner, people didn't know what the hell they was talking about. They didn't know what the hell they was listening to. I had already told my son everything that Quinton did. We had already practiced with everything that he could possibly do, because we seen him do it. You can't change, leopard don't change your stripes. And to be honest with you, in my humble opinion, I could not see. I personally just could not see him beat my son at nothing. Of course, I'm supposed to feel that way, but I'm also a realist. If I know it's going to be a tough this, if I know it's going to be a tough that. So my question to you, as the good coach you are, and I hear you talking, and you said you would take that fight again. My question is, what would you tell him to do different?
No, he got to be active. He got to be way more active and let his hands go. Absolutely. And counteract Brian's aggressiveness. He was when he was covering space. He was covering space not giving Quinton time to punch, regardless if he could or not. He was ready for not to give him space to punch, so he would have to be active and probably shoot a little earlier. That would have to be the difference. He couldn't fight at that pace at all.
I got you, but when you agree, it would be some other telltale things that's gonna change if he was active, because I mean he opens up more. You gotta get
maybe you're probably right.
I mean, it is what I mean. That's on both of their ends. I mean, if you change what one person is doing, you add different dynamics to the situation.
Right.
You add a speed dynamic. You add a power dynamic.
You asked me what he should do different. So of course, if I tell you something, you need to do something different too. Listen, y'all won the fight. Yeah.
I would just
have to do something different.
You're right. What I like to do, and then like I said, it's from a coach's standpoint, because I like to know, again, I hear you're a student. I'm listening to you, so I know you're a student of the sport. I like to know where a person's mind at. Like you said, I'm not afraid to learn. I'm not too good to learn. You feel what I'm saying? So I always wonder, like I said, it's mostly in sparring. When I look at sparring sessions and I say, like, people call him, I've had some where he called them out, and he'd go over there and beat the dog snot out of the person kid, right? And they call him again the next week, and I'll be like, what the fuck? What are you gonna do different? Now, this is one person in particular. He taught the kid. He was taking things from my son. It was a kid. He was a younger kid. He was taking things from my son, and that's what the fuck he was at. You get what I'm saying? He was taking things. I guess they was going back watching, because he was flat-footed. This is the perfect thing. He was flat-footed. So when he was flat-footed the first time, my son beat the dog snot out of him. You feel what I'm saying? The second time, I guess they was working on moving, and you seen it.
He's trying to mirror. He's trying to mirror him.
Moving. He's trying to mirror image him. So that's the only reason. Yeah, so just from a coaching standpoint, I really just wanted to hop on real quick and just ask, was there something that you've seen, from a coaching standpoint that Because again, when I watch it, this is no disrespect at all.
Listen, bro. It's what I was explaining to my man. It was what we didn't do. If we didn't do it, then we didn't get the job done. Y'all won.
Hey, look.
I got you.
Rematch, B.
No. This is the thing. No, hey, you know damn well ain't nobody go. You know that shit ain't gonna happen.
I
Terrible fight.
Yeah.
I couldn't even. Hey, if I asked them for a rematch, they'd probably kick me out the gym.
Horrible fight, man.
Yeah,
but you never know. You never know though. You never know. Brian look good on this next one on this defense. We get this title, whoop the shit out this Freddie Roach kid. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Right.
Somebody might. Who knows, bro? And again, I meant exactly what I said, Coach, about your son, man. Bravo on that.
I appreciate
absolutely,
that,
man. Class act, bro. And as long as y'all not our opponents, bro, I'm rooting for you 100%, man.
I appreciate you, but here go the crazy thing about what you said about the room shit. Cause I'm a bit different than me and Quinton had our own words. He did all that without me knowing, right? I didn't know. I ain't know none of that.
Right? Yeah. It looked like spur of the moment, man.
I didn't know.
It shocked me.
When I seen him at dinner, after. I had no clue. We was talking. We was at dinner, after. We was at dinner after, and I was a little bit down at the performance, and I had no clue that the internet was buzzing about me and what I said in the corner. And I can add clarification if you wanted to know, but if you ain't worried about it, you didn't hear it. It don't matter.
I really didn't watch the fight, bro. I was so disgusted with the thing.
The corner. What it was, just real quick. There's a real quick synopsis of that. I came on here and I told Mark, and I explained to Mark what it was I needed a better performance out of my son. That's why I said I wasn't. I needed him to clean it up. I needed him to land good shots. I needed what I'm saying. He wasn't, getting his distance like I was telling them. So what it was in the corner. They talking about we struggling to get through shit, which he was already winning every round pretty much. Is I was just telling him, look, you're not doing what I'm saying. Pretty much you need to figure this shit out and get it done. You know what I'm saying? That's all that was about, man. It was just some internet shit and everybody took it and ran with it and went left and right. And he don't even know how to coach and he needs to be replaced. And like, how the fuck you gonna tell him I need to be replaced? My son just won damn near every round. What the fuck are y'all talking about? So I took a lot of heat. Behind that or whatever, but it's all good. It's a definite learning experience for me from that. But after that, like I said, we go to dinner and we talking and he started bringing up some shit, something that Quinton said. And I was like, when? What are you talking about? And he was like, I just went over there. I was like, you went over there? I was like, what? So I had no clue that none of that went on. I had no clue. He just happened to tell me that while we was eating. And I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah, I ain't tell you because I know how you is. So he did all that on his own. I had no clue. But yeah, he a good kid, man. He just, we all trying to make the same thing and, make it to the same place. And you know what I mean? Just, it's all love outside of, like you said, if you ain't our opponent, it ain't nothing but love. You know what I mean? So, but it's all good, man.
I think Coach froze. Yeah, Coach froze up. But I think he can hear you, but he was frozen.
Okay.
Hey, man, but look, I got to get you on next week, man. Got to get you on.
You get me on after this, whatever you want. We can get on, we can chop it up about something else, whatever. I just had to hop on because I kept texting your ass and you wouldn't read my damn messages. So I said, man, let me hop on and ask him myself.
I'm locked in. I missed it. I'm sorry. But I see your messages now, though.
Yeah, I kept texting like, bro, you don't ask that damn man.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, but it's all good. Go ahead and have you been with Coach, man. You can hit me back or however you want to do it. Just let me know. I'm up, man. Just let me know what's up.
Yeah, he got an event. Hey, look, the audience clowning too. They say I'm interviewing your nostrils and your teeth. I guess you've been holding the camera real low.
Hey, listen, tell them they're pretty, ain't this?
All right. Well, Coach did say he had an event tomorrow. He got a fighter having a fight tomorrow, so he might not come back.
Okay. Well, that's all right, man. It's all love. I appreciate him talking to me, whatever. Like I said, man, I always
came over and hijacked this interview, man. He was
like, no, hell no. I just wanted to know that you wouldn't ask the damn question. I just wanted to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always wonder from a coach's like perfect example, because I'm a very candid person. You know what I'm saying? The very first time my son ever sparred Boots, Boots is very good. The very first time my son sparred Boots, right? Boots got off on my son, like with no question. Never seen nobody do this to my son ever. I mean, he didn't get knocked out, blooded, and no shit like that. Just Boots went in and just showed the fuck out. So, from myself, from my own standpoint, being in a point that I have never been in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen this happen. Like, what the fuck is happening? What is going on? You know what I'm saying? And we had to be there. I think, for like 2 more weeks. 10 more days of sparring or some shit like that. So I was like, damn, what the fuck? So a couple days went by and I was replaying it in my head, and I realized it. It was the fact it was only simply because my son wasn't being himself. My son wasn't being himself, and he was allowing Boots to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. That's all it was. So the very next time,
allowing him to do it, or was Boots doing what he wanted to do?
Hold on one second. I'm about to tell you. Hold on.
Boots looked like a middleweight in between fights. Yo, I ain't even gonna hold you. Well, he told me to hold on. I'm live. I can't hold on, but I mean, I'll still be here. Let me see what they saying in the chat. Shout out to In the Ring with Christine. She said she got a slide. My boy Ken Edwards. Yeah, there you go.
My bad, bro. My daughter kept calling me. Like I was saying, no. This is not taking nothing from Boots. But I said to his face, I said, then I even told his daddy, I even told him and his daddy when it happened. I was like, Nah, I told her, nah, my son a lot better than that. You know what I'm saying? Well, whatever. I don't know what the fuck it was. He respected him too much. I said, I think he just a fry. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, that's the first time. That was the first day. That's what I told Boza and I told Boots, whatever. And they're like, nah, I don't think what it was. It's just, you know.
I've been nervous because of the legend. Boots is a
I don't know. I guess. I don't know. But
and
the very next time,
and y'all was in his backyard in Philly too, right?
Right. But the very next time, not saying, nobody got beat up. The very next time it was completely different. And from that time on, it was completely different than the very first time. You understand what I'm saying? But I always tell my son, when you fight somebody the first time is what matters. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be getting caught up in that shit. But again, that's why you have sparring, so you won't reach no surprises when you get in the ring. You know what I mean? But yeah, he did extremely better the other times as opposed to that very first time where he just fucking gave Boots a canvas, and that nigga went, the shit he do. That nigga went out there painting fucking flowers, motherfucking roses on top of mountains, shit that didn't even go together. Like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, as I replayed it in my head, I was like, you know what? It wasn't more so about Boost. It was, like you said, it was about what my son was allowing him to do, because he wasn't deflecting that shit. He wasn't giving nothing of respect. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Again, all props to him, and he's still a bad boy or whatever else. But when he came back and he was himself more, then it was, a little more equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? It was a little more, you know what I mean, on a level where we can work. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and that's why I asked about that coaching situation. I couldn't see in nowhere in my mind, out of all the times I watched Quinton, I couldn't see in nowhere in my mind how he could have beat my son. Like, that's why I was even bringing up. I was like, okay, well, if he throw more punches, then you add more factors in. And, I couldn't see it. I still can't see it. There's no way. And I told you that, Mark. Remember?
Yeah.
I kept telling you. Remember, I told you. I said, bro, when we was in the basement, I said, bro, there's no way he could beat my son. Like, none.
And what I tell you, we got to see it.
Yeah, you said we got to see it. I was like, no matter what. Yeah. I didn't expect it to be such an ugly fight. I didn't expect it to be, it was a combination of two things. It was a combination of two things that made it so fucking ugly. One thing was Quinn doing the holding, and the other thing was my son doing all the fucking smothering, even when he got some damn. So it was a combination. But my boy was working, and he was really trying. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to him. And I went back and watched it, and I saw things that I did not see when I was there. So it's crazy how that shit worked out. You know what I mean? That's kudos to my son for that. Like some of the people, I have some people that say, he did a great job when they watch him on TV or whatever. And I see what they see, but I still know what I was looking at from my standpoint, from my view. You know what I'm saying? But bottom line, he got the win. He pretty much won every round. He did what he could do. You know what I mean? I just needed him to clean the shit up or whatever. But hey, it happens, man. Even Boots had a bad performance with that name Karen or whatever the hell. I mean, you look at Shakur, he just had a bad performance against De Los Santos. Of course, you only good as your last performance, so people think he's sorry as hell. Now, like, he lost all credibility with that fight. Shakur did. Like, people done counted that motherfucker all the way out. I be in the groups and shit, man. Man, when you bring up his name, he get counted all the way out.
Who?
A Shakur dude.
That's crazy though.
He gets counted all the way out, and I will honestly say I have to agree.
He barely got touched though.
I'm about to tell you, no, that's bullshit, Mark. That's bullshit. The way he won. Mark, the way he did that, the way that was not Mayweather hit, not get hit. That was not the way he did. He literally damn near went into a full-on sprint, bro. The way he did that one was
stop.
The way he
height of it.
Stop it.
The way he did that one. What's up? The way he did that one was unacceptable. That ain't gonna work. I mean, to be honest with you, even like they was bringing them up in the groups. They brought him up. Somebody brought him up with, and I'm not a Tank fan. You know that. I can't stand Tank punk ass. they brought him up against Tank, and they was like, don't nobody want to see it. Like, yeah, you know what? At this point, don't nobody want to see that shit because they know what he gonna do. It looks like from his performance with De Los Santos, to me, you could say somebody's hand. I don't know, but to me, it looks like he was afraid of the power. He literally ran from it. That's what I saw.
Man,
people fight. People fight with one hand. Listen, listen.
He felt what that guy had and was like,
and he got the hell on. Even with Tank, when Tank had the broken hand, so they say against Santa Cruz, which he didn't have that shit the whole time. But it's a whole nother story. He didn't get the hell on like that. He still tried to fight with the one hand. If you good, you good. My son been fighting with broken hands, with fucking fucked up hands with people pro.
Yo, B hands look crazy. B hands look like he got golf balls sitting on the back of his
That's
hand.
what I'm saying. He been fighting with that for forever, but he don't stand there and fight like Shakur did. He had to have surgery on his hand. We ain't heard about Shakur having no damn surgery since his last fight. I don't believe it. I'm not buying the hand hurt shit. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. I think he felt the power, and I don't know if it was the pressure. The pressure of Mayweather, Bud, and Andre Ward. You know, he had his whole squad with him. I don't know if it was, he was supposed to be signing with, when he gonna sign with Mayweather, some shit like that.
I don't know. You talking about?
I was there. I was there. He had the whole squad with him in the back there.
Yeah, probably like when he coming straight out the Olympics, it was rumors he was gonna sign with Bud.
I don't know if you keep calling me. Yeah. So what now?
Yeah, it was rumors coming out of the Olympics he was gonna sign with Floyd. He said Floyd.
No, you're right, and I think that's why Floyd was there.
Bob Arum was ready, had the paperwork. He was ready to start making some money. Floyd wasn't quite ready. Paperwork.
Yeah, well, Floyd was there. I think I can't remember. It was the interview. It was said that Floyd was supposed to be signing, but he had some shit going. I don't know. He was supposed to be showing out for Floyd, and that shit was horrible. That shit just did not go over well. And again, like I said, I'm in the boxing groups and I'm in the shit. And me myself, I had Shakur against Devin Haney initially. I don't have that no more. So for me to say I'm a man of honesty. I try to be as as honest as possible and facts over emotions and shit like that. And I just don't see him beating Devin Haney at all. It was Jermall Herring. The Jermall Herring performance is what gave me all my respect for him. The Jermall Herring and Oscar Valdez, I watch him beat the brakes off of these boys. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize that, again, there's always different factors. I didn't realize that he was going to be so scared when they hit back like that. You get a motherfucker that hit back and you want to get the hell on, you can't teach hard. You can't teach hard. He ran too much. He ran not even too much. He ran too intentional for you to say you only got one fucking hurt hand. You got another hand? Who the hell runs? How many people you done seen fight with broken hands?
But
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's a defensive first fighter though, coach. Like
the man ran, Mark. He ran. He ran, dog.
Lateral movement.
Huh? That was no fucking lateral. He fucking ran, bro.
You heard what I said. I call it lateral movement.
I call that shit getting the hell on. That's what I call it.
And to say a guy don't have heart, man, like you know better than that, coach. You know it takes
I didn't. My bad. I didn't. You know what? I got a bad fucking hair. I had a terrible this morning on this fucking Instagram shit. People like to take my words and twist that shit. But
that's what they do.
I got
gonna do on this now.
Yeah, I know. So I gotta watch everything I say. I got shit that's getting twisted that I ain't even. Bro, you heard it? You seen that shit earlier today?
Oh, with y'all and Michael Fox?
Yeah. Bro, what the fuck? Bro, I've never seen that man fight. Never heard of him. I know I have heard of him, but I've never seen him fight. I've never seen it. He sent me his video today. Me and Michael Fox got into it. Well, he didn't really get into it because he didn't really say much back, but he was the one doing the shooting, the firing and shit. So he throwing rocks and shit. I call it hiding your head if you ask me, because somebody had to send me this. He put this shit up weeks ago. I did a interview with the Boxing Boys the day after my son fight, which was November the 17th. And in that interview, In the interview, Ness was throwing out opponents. He threw out Peter Dobson. He threw out Michael Fox. He threw out a few people. I told him we'll fight anybody. That's what I said in the interview. I was like, nah, we'll fight anybody, wherever. He was like, yeah, well, how about Michael? I told him Peter Dobson. We had already, because Peter Dobson was supposed to hit my son spar. I was like, I honestly don't believe he'll take the fight. And, you know, woo, he brought up, when he's brought up Michael Fox, I was like, yeah, nah, we'll take it. This, that. No, didn't know who the guy was. None of that.
Let's play it. Let's play it for the people who don't know. I got it.
Yeah.
Let's play it. And then you can give me your take on it.
Gotcha.
This footage is courtesy of Michael Fox Instagram, was courtesy of the Boxing Voice via Michael Fox Instagram. He Professor Mike, he put this up on his IG. Let's
put the other one up too. Go to say how you remix that shit and shit. Go ahead.
This is on his IG. This the only one I see on his Instagram.
It's two of them. There's one right before that.
Okay, let me unmute this. Bear with me. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this.
To let us know where your son is. Michael Fox.
Thanks.
Michael Fox, the professor, Southpaw from Maryland. What's your thoughts?
I mean, my son does great with Southpaws anyway. That's fine with me. I think.
Have you heard of him?
I think, well, you know,
basically getting a professional to come back.
Well, scratch that. I don't want him to fight the Southpaw next because, you know, that he does do good against Southpaw, but some of them tend to create an awkward ass fight. You know, so we can't get clean shit and whatever else. So what I want is him to look good. I want him to look like him. So, you know, with a Southpaw, you kind of
so I believe this is the clip you're talking about. He remixed it, he cut it, and showed some of his good work. But can you elaborate what you meant on that, or did you get a chance to elaborate?
When he said he was a Southpaw, my son, this was the day after my son just looked like shit against Quinton Randall because it was an awkward ass fight, awkward ass styles. And when I didn't know he was a fucking 6'4" Southpaw, first of all, like I said, didn't know who the fuck he was. But when Ness said that he was a Southpaw, I'm like, you know what? No, never mind. You get what I'm saying? Because in my brain, like, no, we do not want a Southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Like he does, which he really does very well against Southpaw.
Fear the guy is like, look, we need a good performance.
We need a good performance. Simple as that, bro. They done ran with this shit. He remixed his shit. I got people in his thing talking about like Elijah Pierce lame, bro. It was so crazy, bro. Me and Elijah Pierce, that guy, I'd have made that man block me today because you know my son got in his ass a long time ago. He running. I know he fight 122, 126, but he walk around the same size as my son.
Who?
Elijah Pierce.
Oh, he was out here popping off.
Man, out here popping off. Said everything, but okay, let's work. But we going to get some work with Michael Fox
next week. I'm gonna try to get him on the show next week.
Who?
Elijah Pierce.
Elijah Pierce lame, bro. He got to see me. He got to see me personally. He lame.
Whoa.
He lame, bro. He got to see me. Oh, he got to see me personally. He got to see me on the outside. He personally.
Coach, come on, coach. Why are we doing that?
Listen to me. You don't know what was said in the DMs, bro. He got to see me personally because me and him got into a. You know, he hit my son in the back of the head when my son was 16 years old when they was sparring.
Nah.
Yeah, nah, bro. This before all the tank shit, it's before everything. They was sparring. It was the bell went off, and my son walked off. He hit him in the back of the head. I jumped in there on his ass, and I got on his daddy. He on there talking about, I don't know what you talking about. I punched you in your mouth. Bro, if you don't watch out, okay, bet, run it. Let me see you do it. Again, he said, but you know, Mark, you know me, even with the Quinton Randall situation, you say something to me, bro, I'm about proving it. You can't just say, I'm not with the internet shit. They do the internet shit where they just say shit. They ain't got to prove shit. They ain't got to do shit. I'm about pulling up. I'm about coming to see about just like I'm going to see Michael Fox. I'm going to Michael Fox. We're going to Michael Fox the week of February the 10th through the 17th. He leaving. He said he's going out of town on the 13th. So he told me to try to make it there by the 12th. And I'm going to do everything in my power to be at Michael Fox gym on the 12th. Because I ain't about all that shit there, you know what I'm saying? People call me emotional. Yep, very sensitive. I'm sensitive than the motherfucker. I'm gonna let you know I'm sensitive, and I'm gonna put in the work to let you know you better stand on what the fuck you're saying too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stand on what I'm saying, so you better stand on everything you saying. And I also told Michael Fox that shit. After that, You know, I'm a pitch his name to Brad. I didn't know who he, again. I didn't know who he was. He got him as inactive now, so he not ranked nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. So he 22-4. I told him I'm gonna shoot him to Brad or and to be management team and let them talk it over because I can't because of the Quinton Randall fight. They told me to shut the fuck up and not make fights no more.
Got the win.
Right, yeah, we got the win, but they told me to shut the hell up. I can't do that no more. So it's all good. I can understand and respect that. I ain't gonna do that because I'm not gonna let my emotions affect my son's career. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that.
You guys are matchmakers for a reason, right?
Yeah, you got matchmakers for a reason. So I ain't gonna let my emotions affect it. But I'm all about that. I'm with the smoke. I'm with all the smoke. I'm from the old school, bro. I ain't with all that shit they be talking about. I'm talking about he on that time. I got motion. Motherfucker ain't got a bit of motion. I said, bro, show me some motion, man. Show me some motion. Please show me some motion. So I'm in the DM showing him my motion, but show me some motion. Check my Instagram. So what I did was I had to go back and check his Instagram. No motion. Nigga, what motion am I looking for, nigga?
Oh man.
Somebody he got some goddamn motion. All right, cause my son want him anyway. The man walk around the same weight. Oh, you wanna spar 122 pounder? No, bro. I tell you what. My son walk around close to his fight about 153, 154, right? I said you can check the scale. Y'all will not be no more than 10 pounds apart. My son spar 180 pounders, 165, 175 all the time.
You want none of this heavyweight work with me though.
Did we already talk about that? He'll spar your ass too.
Y'all been ducking me. Y'all beat Quinton Randall, came back with y'all little belt, and now y'all don't want to box me no more. The YouTube champ.
You heard what I said. My son won't. He'll take all the smoke. So I'm trying to understand why these little pussy boys be scared about 20 pounds, 15 pounds. You feel what I'm saying? I again going back to Tank real quick. Just a quick segue to Tank real quick. They always talk about he knocking out heavyweights, or he beating up this, he beating up that. But then as soon as he gets scrubbed up or beat up by anybody a weight class or two, or and matter of fact, when he sparred my son, he was heavier than my son. When he gets scrubbed up, then the excuse is, oh man, he 2 weight classes bigger. Oh wow, okay, but you was giving him kudos when he was scrubbing up a heavyweight, so-called. You was giving him kudos when he hit like a 175. You know all the words and shit they be saying. This shit is so. This internet, this generation is so fucked up, bro. Yeah, I'm like, these niggas don't know if they going or coming, man. They tripping, bro.
Since you brought up Tank guy said he beat up Shawn Porter before the Terence Crawford fight. What you think?
I don't believe that shit. I don't believe he would have been said. Tank lied too. Tank be lying, bro. You must forgot. It's a documented thing that he photoshopped my son nose. There was not one person at that sparring session that said Tank beat my son. Not one person. Everybody said, "Oh man, it was good work," and then you have other people that said, "Nah, he fucked him up." That's what you hear. So if you got some people saying it's good work, and some people saying my son fucked him up, but nobody's saying Tank fucked my son up, what do you think happened? You feel what I'm saying? oh, and my bad. And we can't get Tank to come back for shit. What do you think happened? All right, dude.
I don't know. I won't dare. I tell you what. Next time y'all have one of them legendary.
Tank ain't, man. Just like Tank ain't sparring Devin Haney. Tank ain't dare bringing his ass back this way. He wouldn't dare.
What? Let me ask you this. Speaking of, you guys about to go up there. Wait, you said y'all got some work in with Boots. Are y'all planning on going back, or y'all already did? Y'all camp with them?
No. You know, I love going up there with Boots, man. That's my boy, man. I love that gym, man. That gym is where it's at. But also the original.
Yeah.
The original, where we got the great work was with Jaleel Hackett in Baltimore. So I haven't reached out to his daddy just yet, but I was gonna hit him up close to time, I guess in a couple of weeks and see. I think he always did. I know he always in the gym anyway. So I was gonna hit him up and see if we can get the work, because you know Jaleel got the dog work too. You know what I'm saying? So, and Jaleel he's taller like the guy my son fighting, which I can't disclose at this moment, but he about the same size as the guy my son fighting, same height. So that'd be great. He don't put pressure like Jaleel do, but I want my son to have that pressure and push that pressure back. You know what I'm saying? And deal with Jaleel work rate. So that way, if you can work with that work rate then any other work rate will be nothing to you. Which is why we go to both gym. That's the main thing with both of them. The two things that Baltimore with Jaleel, I ain't say Baltimore as a whole. I'm gonna say with Jaleel because I can't really think of nobody else that gave us a dog work in Baltimore.
Okay, so look, I asked you that because I wanted to segue to a question. You guys been in the ring with Bud. Y'all been in the ring with Boots. A lot of, as you know, Boots is now the IBF champion. Damn, my light went out in here. Well, I gotta fix that. I'll fix it. Bear with me, man. My light went out in here. But you guys been in the room in the ring with Boots and Bud. Terence Crawford's next move. Do you think he needs to stay at 147 for the Boots in his fight, or does he have nothing left to prove and he needs to move on? How do you feel about some fans joining the conversation? You cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna drop the link out there for some of the fans to join too. What's your take on?
Well, you know, I'm a Boots fan. So initially, before Boots beat Spence, I had Spence beating Bud, and I had Boots beating Bud. After he did what he did to Spence, even though Boots my boy, and I like him, love his daddy, love his team, and everything else, I don't know now. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know.
What you don't know, Coach? What you mean?
I don't know. Like I gave it, like when I was asked before, you know, my son been there with Boots and he been there with Bud. Who would you pick? It was Bud. It was Boots hands down. Right. I would have picked Boots to win hands down. Now I'm not quite so sure because I would have picked Bud. I mean, I would have picked Spence to win. I'd have lost my whole fucking house if you tried to bet me that fight.
Oh man, I wish I would have found you.
Bro, I would have bet you anything. So anyway, yeah, because I just couldn't see Bud beating Spence. So if I couldn't see Bud beating Spence and he did him so bad, that's definitely a motherfucker I wouldn't bet against. How about that? He has definitely now become a motherfucker I wouldn't bet against. Even though, you know, Boots my boy, I like my boy, I will be rooting for Boots and hoping Boots, you know, win or whatever. But at the same time, it's still kind of unfair. It's kind of unfair. You got Boots up and coming. He's 26 years old. He just in his peak. You got Bud is at the end of his peak or at his prime, or if he even passed his prime, you know, because you can get old, or fighters get old overnight. It happens all the time. It's not a fair deal. That's like with Floyd to keep fighting. You know, you keep fighting, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. So I honestly, you know what I'm saying, honestly not being biased, because if I was being biased, I would say stand there and fight Boots so Boots can go on to get his just due and Boots can get the fame, the glory, and everything that comes with beating Bud. But I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's a fair fight. I don't think Boots should want it. Boots want it because he want to be the best. So, but I'm not gonna say Boots shouldn't want it, so he should want it. I don't think Bud should do it. I don't think Bud should do it because it's just not. I mean, Boots can go ahead and take over this next generation, or not gonna say take it over because you know my boy there too. So we'll deal with that.
Lost to Crawford Corona is what you're saying.
Right. Just let it ride. Just let Crawford go on to one. I think Crawford need to go to 154. He's undisputed. He's undisputed. The belt was taken away from him, unrightfully so.
But if he fights Boots and beats Boots, he would be a 3-time undisputed.
He has everything. It's okay. He had to me. He still already conquered that feat. He has everything to lose and very little to gain. You talking about gaining something you already done. You talking about doing something you already did. I mean, you know, it's like, can I walk? When I first walked 5 miles to this store, can I do it again? The next time I do it, it ain't gonna be so glorious. It's not gonna be so good. You know what I'm saying?
Coach. I got to give you some pushback on that. Pause, because we got guys who are two-time champions in the same division all the time.
No. I agree. I understand that. You know, and when it's that way, usually when it's that way, it's because they don't feel comfortable going to another weight class. Usually when it's that way, it's because they're too small for the next weight class. You feel what I'm saying? It's not something that they just choose to hang around and do. Bud is he has proven himself. He's strong enough because he clearly man, that was next level what the fuck he did to Spence. So I mean, I would bet against him. I wouldn't doubt him. You know what I mean? And this is somebody that my son been in the ring with that I seen personally. But after he did what he did, you know what I'm saying? I can see him in there with Tim Zoo. I can see him there with Jermall Charlo. Because hell, the rumor is, hold on, one more thing. The rumor is Spence used to beat the fuck out of Charlo. So if that's the rumor that Spence used to beat the hell out of Charlo, why can't Bud beat Charlo? You feel what I'm saying? Why can't Bud get in there and hang with Charlo? Again, I'm not about that 5 pound and that shit that can't be crying about all these other pussy ass, excuse my language, all these other pussy ass casual fans be crying about. I'm from the age of Mike Tyson and David Toole and Evander Holyfield coming from cruiserweight. And you know, I'm from the era of the small heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? Fighting the Lennox Lewis at 240, 250. You know what I'm saying? Big George Foreman at 250, 245. I'm from that era. But you crying about 5 pounds. Oh, he rehydrating up 10 whole pounds. Get the fuck. Let me say this. Let me say this about that real quick. I'm not no more because I'm fat. I used to be.
You solid though. I seen you though. You still solid though.
You're right. I used to be a very muscular dude, right? My son is a very muscular guy. If you lose 10 pounds of water and you gain 10 pounds of water tomorrow, it's still just fucking water, you idiots. It's just water. You're not gaining 10 pounds of muscle the next day. You're gaining 10 pounds of water. You're gaining 15, 20 pounds of water. That could work against you.
Right, make you sluggish.
That could make you sluggish. These people are so fucking stupid. I just be sitting, bro.
You never been in the gym though, coach.
Man, listen to me. I sit with experience. Let me say that. I sit with experience from all of that.
For the people who don't know,
I fought at 168 to 175. I sit here with experience, and I used to walk. Let me check this out when I fought 175. And as an amateur, I fought 178. When I fought 178 as an amateur, I walked around at 172. Never did nothing. Fought at 178 and was fine. You feel what I'm saying? 178 is fine. I didn't care nothing about no damn 6, 7. These people weighing in and coming back the next day at 1. I don't give a shit about that. You know what I'm saying? I used to spar heavyweights. I don't understand that 5 and 10 pound and 15 and 20. It's not muscle. It's fucking water. It's water weight. That's it. Wait. Let's think about what this is. Let's think about what this is.
All right, and replenish.
Hold on. Watch this. You're rehydrating. What happens when you hydrate? You increase your fluids. That's all you're doing is rehydrating. That's it. Now, when it comes to the weight itself, if you know how to punch, then the weight is beneficial to you. When you know how to punch. If I'm at 165 and I know how to use that 165, but again, you can only be one of two things. You can't have both. You didn't stay just as fast when you was 10 pounds less. You didn't stay just as fast when you was 15 pounds less. It's not possible. You lost something. You lost something. You lost something when you gained this little bit. You lost a little bit of this. You didn't keep it all. You didn't. That's why it's always good and bad and pros and cons to everything. You lose a little of something and you gain a little of something. When Roy Jones went up to heavyweight, he gained all that muscle, and when he came back down, they fucked him up for the rest of his life. Right? Good and bad.
I got a theory on that too, but I'll save that for another episode.
Well, yeah, but good and bad. Either way it go though, good and bad. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's good and bad. You can't have it both. When Roy went up, he came back down. He lost his athleticism. I'm sure when I can tell you from experience as an amateur, when I walked around at 172 and I fought 178. Then my coach at the time taught my dumb ass in the fight at 165 as a grown man. I walked around at 172. I was very, very, very muscular, very cut like my son. You know what I'm saying? But I was bigger than my son. So I was very cut, very muscular, whatever. Man, when I went down to 165, that fucked me up. Same thing, just 165, just them little 7 pounds. For me to have to go there for that little tournament and do that shit, man, that shit changed my life. Did not like it. Did not work well for me.
Because you was cutting muscle, is what you're
I
saying.
was cutting muscle. I'm down to the gritty. That's why my son ain't doing 140. People say when they hear what he walks around at, everybody said, damn, you need to be fighting 140. My son walk around on a bad day at 165, 164. He just started doing that on a regular day before this last fight. He was walking around 158, 160. He just started doing the 165 type shit. He would touch that like every blue moon and then go right back down. Soon as he started training and we get to going and whatever for this fight, he gonna be walking around 157, 158. Making weight for him is nothing. So when I tell people that they see what he doing, they be like, damn, won't he fight 40? Because we ain't trying to cut muscle. We don't need to do all that. We ain't in I mean, y'all, hey, if that's what y'all want to do, y'all want to be what you call weight bullies and go down there. We know all shit ain't good shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't. My son wanted to touch 140 and try to get him tired of that just to be a particular division champ and go back up. I told him, no, we're not doing this because he been as low as 143. He been as low as 143. And even though he's walking around at that time, 156, 157, when he got out of 153, he was very, very, very weak. Like, no, we're not doing, we ain't going down to 40. Fuck that. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't finna put you through that. You don't need that. But I mean, hey, we in the world of, you know, while I'm saying, man, they nigga know shit about boxing. Yeah, okay. Y'all just some pussified motherfuckers. That's what it is. Hey, y'all, Mike Tyson went crying when he went in there with a motherfucker 260 pounds and he weighed in at 214. And then when I say that, oh, that's a different thing because heavyweight go from, but what's the difference in 5 pounds and 10 pounds though? It's still a grown man with another 50 pounds on him. Deontay Wilder was what, 213, 217, and Tyson Fury like 290, 280 that time when he was leaning on him, and he clearly was leaning his weight on him. Yeah. People don't understand it, bro. They like to change the rules and move the goalposts and say what the fuck it is. And this, man, they just like to move it. They like to move it for whatever fighter they want, whoever fighter they want to be. And I'm sure some of this shit gonna take and get twisted about how I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about and how I said this.
Trust me, only people who say that are fans who don't box. Like, bro.
Yeah, but it happens. Like, it happens all the time. I get this. I get it.
I get it.
I don't even like to talk sometimes with my experience because man, you know what? Like even Elijah Pierce today, you know what the motherfucker said? You know what this dumbass fool said to me today? He said, when I asked him about some work, he was like, what you need to be doing while you mad at me is you need to be go listen to the last fight, listen to them commentate and tell them how they say you can't coach your son. Okay, but my son just won 10 damn rounds. So what the fuck are you talking about? I can't coach. Even the coach, the coach of the fighter was just on here and said, shit, they was doing fine. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, man, just
okay, hey. Well, coach, hold on. Look, I got a guy right here. He in the A. This is my guy, Zone 6, the enforcer. Zone, how you been, my brother? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Zone.
Happy New Year to y'all fellas. What's up, Mark? What's going on, boy?
What's poppin', my G?
Okay, can you hear me loud and clear?
Man, you sound like you standing right here beside me. Go ahead. What's good? You got a question, comment about the title, topics, the first interview, this interview. Get in where you fit in, Zone.
Oh man, this is good. Good interview. Good knowledge. Especially down when we start talking about 147. I just hope that these 147 pounders mix it up and fight each other instead of chasing after Terence Crawford or woulda, shoulda, couldas. Because one thing about the fans' perspective, Floyd Mayweather did his thing and was undefeated, but we all know he manipulated, ducked, and dodged and caught people at the right time. And the thing I be having an issue with is that a lot of people have a disconnect with the fans and what we're saying in the streets, and then they kind of hide in the clouds and be like, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that." But man, we want to see the best fight the best all the time. And we always hear this about, I'm hungry, we coming up, we doing this and these trials and tribulations. And when these guys get here, it's the network. Like with Boots Ennis. Boots is, to me personally, is not that good. He hasn't proven
that motherfucker good. That motherfucker good.
Boots to me is not that good. He hasn't proven anything. He hasn't fought anybody that's a dog, and he hasn't went through a gauntlet. And then he ducked a fight with Terence Crawford because he was loyal to Showtime that don't even exist no more. See, it's stuff like that is why the fans are turning away from boxing to a degree, and that's why we like people like Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford cleaned out the division, undisputed, first in the 4-belt era. We hadn't seen that before. You know, not even Mayweather, Pacquiao, Shane Mosley, none of those guys had done that. And Crawford came through and cleaned out the division. So I think his next fight, or I'm hearing his next fight, should be Tim Tszyu. I would like to see Terence Crawford go up to 154, man. And I want to see Boots fight Keith Thurman and get in the mix with Stanionis and go through a gauntlet and fight those guys like that. That's what I want to see as regards to 147.
I agree with him. I agree with him on that.
Y'all go ahead.
I agree with him on that Stanionis, and I think all of the younger, the next generation, I think he need to leave his bud alone. You know, I mean, I haven't seen people to say that, and I know he really want. I know for a fact in real life that he really want that fight or whatever. I just don't think it's a good fight. I think even Boots got a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? But of course, he believe in himself, and he got every right to believe in himself. He's supposed to believe in himself, and he just may pull it out. You know what I'm saying? But again, on the other end, you know, you got some people that's gonna say, "Oh man, Bud was old." You know what I'm saying? So how much credit you gonna get for that after a while? Just like when we was all gung ho on this Spence and Crawford fight, but now when Spence get beat up, which I'm Team Spence, just so y'all knew, I was all Team Spence. I would have lost the house. But when Spence got beat up, now you got everybody making all these goddamn excuses.
Okay.
You hear what I'm saying?
A lot of us weren't surprised, though. A lot of us weren't surprised.
I was too. I was at the fight.
No, I said it wasn't. I was calling when they first started talking about that. I said 10th round knockout by Terence Crawford.
I ain't see that shit.
Yeah, it was easy to see. Errol Spence, bro, you can't have a undisciplined lifestyle. This ain't got nothing to do with boxing. This is real life. Like boxing is just a small portion of life. Life got rules, bro. You can't be drinking and bullshitting around as a world-class athlete against a guy who don't play around, man. Terence Crawford don't fuck around, man. Go with his family. He do what he do. He stay out of trouble, and he really be in there trying to really hurt people. And that's the same thing that's gonna happen to Boots. I'm cool with the fight if it happened with Boots, but he gonna knock him out in 5. Boots is real sloppy, real all over the place. And then it's gonna be excuses. It's gonna be more excuses. Oh, but we didn't like Boots. Boots wasn't that dangerous in the first place. Boots was green. Crawford called him
and that's what I'm saying. What you just said is my whole point for why I don't think the fight should be made, because nobody gonna get credit for it.
He gonna get credit. Oh no,
who?
He gonna get credit.
No.
Real boxing fans.
They're 10 years apart, bro.
Yeah, they're 10 years apart. They gonna motherfuckers gonna find a way to discredit. They on both ends. On both ends.
Keep this. If Bud wins, too much experience.
Exactly.
If Boots wins, but
he over the hill.
Yeah, Bud was over the hill.
He was over the hill.
Or the worst thing that could happen for either guy losing the fight is fans just say, "See, he was never that good anyway."
Exactly.
Well, Boots had his chance to fight him, man, and Boots turned it down, so we'll never know. So, I mean, it is what it is, and now I'm
gonna get his dad back on the show, and I'm gonna get if not, I'm definitely gonna get his brother Farah up here, because I talked to his brother Farah more than anything.
Yeah, good, because they
got a different interpretation of the facts in play, so I definitely need to get them on to tell their side of the story.
I think, I was watching that. I was part of that Black Prime shit. My son was the first fighter of Black Prime. I don't know if a lot of people know that shit. Yep. I don't know if anybody know that shit. Y'all can look that up.
Yeah, you was the first guy over there.
He was the first guy. My son was the first fighter that Black Prime had. Black Prime dropped the ball 3 times. Gave my son some free money. We went on our way. So that's, and then but then his excuse, their excuse, it's a he, but I'm gonna say their excuse for dropping the ball all 3 times was the fact that they were working on the Terence Crawford deal. That was their reason for dropping the ball. They were so focused on that they couldn't get him a fight. They was supposed to got him a fight in August, September, and October. They signed they signed Crawford in October. So then they gave him some more free money. And I'm telling them, they were dropping money, bro. They had money. They was dropping money. They was giving free money. You know, hey man, hold on, let's do that, whatever. And then that's how they signed the deal, and that's what the Boots situation was about. I understood from where it was the money. There was rumors behind that money. That's what people don't know and understand. I'm not gonna say no names. It was rumors behind the money. It was rumors behind who was behind the money. I don't know who know what, but I'm telling y'all, it was rumors behind that shit. I understand Boots not taking that fight. I understand that.
I know.
Because you don't know. Because you don't know what I know. What I'm trying to tell you.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, it's
it
rumors
matter.
behind
Listen, let me make this clear to you. It can be whatever it is. You ain't gotta tell me nothing. We ain't gotta do it doesn't matter. We're talking about putting hands on people, and we're talking about legalized assault, and we're talking about being the best and fighting the best. And I don't have a problem
I'm with you on that. Yeah, the best always want to fight the best. Absolutely.
Listen,
As fans, that's what we want to see.
Boots ain't how it go though. See, he hit behind Showtime, and that's cool. You know, look, either you want to fight or you don't, and you got good reasons. Every time things don't go away of a male, it's always gonna be an excuse.
So let me ask you this. Let me play devil's advocate to you. Let me play devil's advocate to you for just 1 second, folks. And I'm not saying this is what happened.
Yeah.
So let's say
just a little bit. You just move the phone out your nostrils.
Oh, my bad, dog. My bad. All right, so check this out right here. So let's say Boots said, okay, yeah, cool, let's make this happen. And he lost his deal at the time with Showtime knows it now, but it was then. And that's who was paying him. That's who had been paying him. That's who had got him where he was at. So let's say he said, okay, cool, let's make this fight happen because this was the fight I want. But he's under contract with people. Boots was under contract. That's legal. That's legality. That means you got to pay X amount of money. So now you go ahead and take this fight anyway, just because you want this fight, just because the fans want this fight. But now you blackballed by this. Now you blackballed by this particular set of people. Now these people ain't fucking with you. Now you can't fight because Black Prime ain't real. That shit gone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more to it than that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's more to it than that.
I don't respect that, and that's why I'm gonna tell you why I don't respect that. Not you.
It would have been real when you fought him.
Yeah. See, this is the problem what I had with that. See, y'all lean on the fans and try to kind of throw us in there under the bus. Like, I don't like that. Not you, I respect you, all due respect to you. But you said because the fans want it. Nothing else fucking really matters because we the one putting that money in your pocket. You understand what I'm saying? I hear what you're saying, that everything got to be done in good order and good discipline. Respect to that. But you need to keep your mouth under that same jurisdiction. If you know you are bounded legally, don't be running your mouth talking about no Terence Crawford, bro. And then when he pull your card, now it's all this behind the scenes, magical, mythical, we can't say, but we kind of can say, but here's a hypothetical. Shut the fuck up, man. Cause you know you bullshitting. You clout chasing. It looks like you're clout chasing. And you don't look like you really want to fight with no Bud, because Bud is also a monster. So if you got all that going on, the fans gonna respect that, but just say that. Just say, hey man, I'm not ready right now. I'm cool. I'm not in the mix. I gotta put my work in. I'm not there yet. We still grinding because it's things behind the scenes. I'm not in a position to fight Bud. Don't do all that capping, man, like you did on the Wallo show with Gillie Kid and his family members calling up. That man, come on, you ducked the fight. You didn't want to fight because of whatever reasons. We don't care what the reasons are. That's your private business. You duck the fight. Period.
Yeah, and we can table that there. I got a question for you guys right here when it comes to the lead of the show tonight was the thumbnail. Did you guys see the thumbnail? Bam. He has the whole boxing world in his hands. Prince Turki, Al-Sheikh, is talking big things about investing in boxing, talking about the undisputed game, like yo, and he said it without saying EA Sports, but he was talking about EA Sports, and he was like, yo, basically UFC got to deal with him, like yo, we don't want you to do the boxing thing. So he's like, yo, we're gonna push this boxing game, talking about the reality TV show he wants to do with boxers. And I saw on Twitter today they're gonna announce the lineup. It's gonna be a 5-on-5. That's they. I can show you guys the picture. They have inked the deal with Eddie Hearn, Prince Al-Sheikh, and Queensberry Promotions Matchroom collaboration. It's going to be a 5-on-5. Your best 5 against my best 5. And the winning team gets a signing bonus. So even if you lose your fight, it's a point system. So this guy got a knockout. These guys get knockout.
Like team combat league.
Yeah, shit like that. And they're gonna give a bonus out, this, that, and the third. So the question of the night is, Prince Turki, Saudi Arabia, is this what boxing needed? Let's go to you first, Coach. What do you think?
I mean, I like it. I like anything lately because we had a dead zone, you know what I'm saying, a few years back or whatever. I think any exposure is good exposure. Anything they're doing different with it and trying to reinvent it, recreate it, is doing good for it. You know what I'm saying? We in a new generation. We in this fucking reality TV generation. So we need to be part of it. Like what was that shit that they do on HBO and Showtime when they follow them before the fight?
24/7 and all.
24/7. All that shit was added. That was added to what it was. Like, it gained more interest when you came across it. Then you had more interest in the fight. Like, I agree with all of that. I think every piece of it, when you can learn more about the fighters as opposed to them just being in the ring and fighting, I think it adds. I think it's a plus. I think it's a plus to them.
Zone,
so I agree.
Zone, same question for you. How you feel about Saudis in boxing?
I agree with everything that Coach said. Any exposure for boxing is greatly appreciated, and we need it. And it sounds like them guys are getting paid as well too. And I like the format. I mean, I always believe that boxing should conduct itself a little bit like the wrestling scene. You know, the collegiate wrestling, how they bring the whole squad 105 all the way up to heavyweight. I like that 5-on-5. Bring your best. Give you some whatever 154 pounder you got, 160 pounder, 147. I like that style. That looks good. I think that's a good start.
So what do you guys feel about this card coming up? Joshua Ngannou. How do you guys feel about that? Parker and Big Bang Jane.
From a personal standpoint, knowing what the boxers go through to get where we at and to do what they do, it's a slap in the face, man. Like with the Jake Paul, it's no different than the Jake Paul shit with that, man. But at the same, hats off to my man. He got opportunities that a lot of us is fucking dreaming to get. You know what I'm saying? But the shit ain't fair, but life ain't fair. You know what I mean? Everybody gets.
Oh, though, Coach. Like he has experience. He's a world champion.
In Ghana, right?
Yeah, in combat sports.
Okay, but if you're a world champion in combat sports, that's no different than when people say. Just an example. I'm gonna go back. Just an example when Shakur came up to 135, and he was asking for Devin, or he was asking for the people at the top, and the word was, "Nigga, who have you fought? You ain't even fought at 145." You get what I'm saying? I mean 135 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's no different. Just because you're a world champion in a completely different sport, don't mean you come to the upper echelon of a whole nother sport that we normally used to whooping y'all ass at. when UFC fighters come to boxing, they 9 times out of 10, damn near usually 10 times out of 10 they get their ass whooped. Every last one of them. 10 times out of 10 they usually get beat. So that wasn't no different. Just Ngannou called a flat ass Tyson Fury, because Ngannou didn't do a whole great performance though. But he wasn't tremendous. It was more so Tyson ass too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go back and watch it, there wasn't a lot of punches thrown. There wasn't a lot of shit being done. Maybe the rumor is correct about Tyson and Deontay taking the last of each other out of each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't think he deserved that type of shot. Not being that the rest of the guys hadn't even came close yet. There's so many other guys that ain't even came close to that type of shot, and this is man's first professional fight.
Well, he didn't get a title shot.
He got a title shot.
He didn't get a title shot.
Yes, he did. That was not an exhibition. Look it up.
No, it wasn't a sanctioned fight by the WBC.
Oh, it wasn't?
It counted for that record. It was an official fight.
Oh, but it wasn't a title fight?
But it wasn't for a title.
Oh, well, if it wasn't a title fight, then I'm good. I didn't know that.
No,
I thought it was a title fight.
It was an official fight. Like, it would have counted for his record, But
Right.
when
Oh no, that's fine then. I thought it was a title fight the whole time. Did not know it was a title fight.
No, sir. But after the fight with the loss in his first fight, he did get ranked like in the top 10 in the heavyweight division.
Don't make no damn sense. How you gonna get ranked with a loss? We know what happened, but how you gonna get ranked with a loss? Come on, man.
I would somewhat argue he did better than Wilder in
I agree. Yeah. Well, hell, he made it. So shit. I agree. I understand. I got what you're saying. But
go ahead, Zone.
Nah.
Zone, did you hear what I was talking about?
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk to me, bro.
I don't have a problem with Francis coming over, man. That's kind of like, I don't really like to limit people on what they probably could do. There is a good order, I understand that, but Tyson gave the man the opportunity, and this is the former heavyweight champion of the UFC. Like, it's not like we talking about some guy just coming off the couch. I mean, this is a monster within itself, as you saw in the ring. So, I'm glad more people are getting into boxing, man, to bring more eyes because we need it. If Francis want to get in there and go straight to the top, he can do that. If Jake Paul want to get in there, as long as they following the rule and they respecting the sport, the more eyes, the better. I mean, because Jake Paul and Francis, they bring in views. And on top of that, MMA and boxing over the last decade, even going back to James Toney, Ricardo Mayorga, even some of the wrestlers, Bobby Lashley, like the wrestling, MMA, boxing scene has been kind of cross-mixing for at least the last 10 years. Mayweather in the Big Show. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. So you seeing these world-class athletes, man, these guys are not standing in one spot now. I mean, that's with all sports, football, baseball, basketball. You got like guys like Patrick Mahomes, just as a sidebar. These guys, played baseball, but they went football. Russell Wilson, baseball, but went football.
John
Elway are not limited.
Baseball.
He right now. He right about that.
So these guys, these young dudes, man, they're not like, they're not gonna sit in the league for 12, 10, 15 years. They doing they 5, 6, 7 and get out and try some rapping or try something else. Look at Le'Veon Bell got into the boxing ring. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Peterson got into the boxing ring. So these world class athletes, man, they're more.
Why you ain't bring up Nate Robinson? No, I'm just talking shit.
That's a good one. That's a good one. See, it's a lot of these guys doing that.
Nah, you're right. That's a great argument. You're right about that, and I do agree that anything for boxing to get more eyes on boxing, because you know what I'm saying. It to me right now when I look on my search app for fucking Hulu, ESPN Plus, and shit like that. Guess what's last? Boxing.
Facts. Let's go.
It's last.
Yeah, let's go to this next one. Speaking of boxing and things, back to the question I was asking Coach. My first guest, Coach Derek Collinsworth. He gave us more than enough time than what we asked for, especially in our first interview. He has a fight tomorrow with one of his fighters, a young fighter. So he's still in the gym over there. So hadn't even went home and spent time with his family yet, and so he has a lot to do tomorrow. So he'll definitely be on again. He said he'll try to get us on, get back on again like next week or the week after with the young fighter, and we're going to talk about their fight tomorrow. And so follow him on Instagram, Coach Derek Collinsworth, and definitely follow him on Twitter as well, so we can follow him and those young fighters. My question for you guys right here, let me share the screen so y'all know what I mean when I say these things. Saw this going around. We were talking about PED usage. While I'm sharing this clip, I want you guys to think about this question right here. What do we need to do to clean up the sport? Is it to really stop all these things from happening? Like, it's 2024, people are still getting popped. We finding out people pop dirty after the fight, like with Frank Martin when he fought Ali Rivera. Chris Eubanks responded to Liam Smith.
You might want to clear that up a little bit. Not Frank Martin, since Rivera fought pop dirty, right?
He fought when Frank Martin fought Rivera. He found out Rivera was dirty.
Right. You said like Frank Martin when he fought Rivera.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that if I didn't know what was going on, I would think Frank Martin popped dirty.
No. Thank you, Coach. Ali Rivera popped dirty. Matter of fact, let's take the Ali off his name. He can't have that no more. Michelle Rivera. That's his name, Michelle Rivera. I'm not calling him Ali no more. Like he popped dirty after he fought Frank Martin. So this tweet was going around, and I saw it now, and it goes as follows. Let me zoom out a little bit. Now, Chris Eubanks, I follow Chris Eubanks, so I saw this. He said, me and Liam ain't mates by any means, but I gotta back him up on this one. It's such a fucking joke how many of these frauds fighters are getting popped for PEDs. This is a terrible accent. I'm gonna just read it regular. I'm sorry. All right, me and Liam ain't mates by any means, but I gotta back him up on this one. It's such a fucking joke how many of these fraud fighters are getting popped for PEDs and are still able to enter a ring and fight. Lifetime bans for these scumbags should be mandatory. Hashtag keep boxing clean. And the retweet he was this. He said, just for the clown saying I'm bitter or making excuses, my brother lost to a great fighter at the elite level. All I'm doing is stating facts. What any other fighter, teammate, friend, brother, all caps, would do. Ask yourself, imagine you got this before the fight. How would you react? And he posted the letter from the Quebec Boxing Commission, CC Bob Arum, president of Top Rank, Mauricio Suleiman from the WBC, Matchroom Eddie Hearn, After Tiger Promotions, and IBF, the WBO, and the Association of Boxing Commissions. And it pretty much reads as follows. Let me go back. I heard somebody beaming backstage. Just bear with me. Let me get through this part, and I'll add you on. It basically reads as follows. This letter is to advise you. This the VADA atypical finding. For how you say that? Andros. I'm a good reader, but I'm terrible with these. And I was a medic in the Army, and I'm still terrible with reading certain medical names. Andros Sterling. All right, so boom. Dear Mr. All of those people that I named before, it said, this letter is to advise you that the A sample urine specimen number, blah, 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 collected on Arthur Beterbiev in Quebec, Canada, on December the 6th, Vivada analyzed for anabolic agents, diuretics, beta-2, blah, 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 a bunch of medical stuff, right? We checking to see if he dirty. The results of this analysis are as follows. Atypical finding. The IRMS analysis produced, it got the level, value, and it says the name here, Andros alone. Measured at negative 24.6, no other target compound, blah, 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 blah. But basically, they're telling you we found something. It's not an adverse finding, it's a atypical finding. Not normal. He said ban him for life. So that's what we at with it right now. I want to know what you got. Okay, that's senior in the background. All right.
Who you say pop dirty?
I didn't say pop dirty. See what I'm saying?
Is that for better beef though?
Yeah. He had an atypical finding for how you say this? Andro. Somebody help me out with it. Google will help me out with it. Hold up. Androster. How you say this? Let me do the speech. Here we go. Speech.
Androstenedion.
There you go. That nigga right there. Yeah, that's what he got. He had an atypical finding. They tested
Androstenedion.
Tested him 4 other times, and that didn't pop up. Also, we have Alicia Baumgartner. They said she was cleared, but no, she was not cleared. She was found not guilty of intentional. But my thing is, how do you know what's intentional, what's not intentional? Like, shouldn't they release the reasons? What was her reason for why it got in her body and her system? In his situation, they tested him again on the 15th, the 21st with blood and urine. Then they tested him again like on the 6th of January. But even still, the last test, they went into the ring without the last test even coming back. Who knows what that last test might yield? I'm not saying the guy's dirty at all. I'm just going with the evidence that's in front of us. Why are guys still getting getting in boxing rings, and we still don't know 100% if you're dirty or not? Blows my mind. Anybody want to react to what Chris Eubanks Jr. had to say on this Twitter post in regards to Liam Smith saying, hey, look, imagine you're a fighter, and before you get in the fight, they send you this letter about your opponent. Coach?
Oh, man. I with all of the shit out today, every time I say this, I might have said this shit on this show before. People be on my ass. Well, with all of this shit out today, how the fuck do you know what's a banned substance? I mean, I don't know, bro. How do you know what's in what that's gonna come back, as something? Let's say you decide to take a different type of money. Even my own son, Lil B knowing me. Oh shit, he's rolling. How you gonna not know what you taking? I'm thinking bigger than that. It's too much shit out there today. You know what I'm saying? Too much shit out there today that somebody give you a vitamin and it's sold in the stores, and you look at this shit, it's fine, and that shit come back as a banned substance. I don't know enough about it. If it's a banned substance, it's a banned substance, but I don't know enough about the whole situation.
But diuretics you can buy those in a grocery store, but they are banned. You can't take diuretics like that on a reg to be cutting weight.
Well, I mean, you know what, to be honest with you, bro, again, with the drug situation, I don't know shit about it. So I don't have no, I think anybody that get popped dirty for PEDs twice, if you intentionally do it, if it's found out it's intentional. I think somebody just said that shit earlier. I think Coach did. That your ass need to be hit for assault. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. If you do that shit intentionally and you know it was intentional, your ass need to be charged with some type of crime and you need to be banned for life.
But define intentional, because like I said, in the case with Hannah Gabriel's, she's got found not guilty of intentional use because they said it happened. She was giving some medicine to her dogs, even though it's written on the back of the box. It's written on the back, like I got some vapor rub right here. It's written on the back of this vapor rub, all the ingredients. One of the ingredients that's on that vapor rub is on the banned substance.
How the hell did she get some shit that she giving to her dog and her sister?
Because she was giving it to puppies. Like her dog had puppies and she was giving it to her puppies.
Was she inhaled and shit?
It can be airborne. Who knows? But regardless, whether or if it makes contact with your skin, you get what I'm saying? It can make contact with
this shit crazy. That shit wow. I gotta stay. I don't know enough. I gotta stay out of that one. I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough. Shout out to my sister in the building. Rach, what up? D-Ray live on the drive. Shout out to my guy D-Ray in the building. Epoxy Magic. Shout out to Juan Epoxy Magic, Australian Warrior, Modern King Boxing. I appreciate you guys all pulling up.
I just read a comment. The Australia, said Fury ain't up or nothing.
He said what?
He said, I guess I said Fury the upper echelon. That motherfucker said Fury ain't up or nothing.
Man, the chat be chatting, man. If y'all want to join the conversation, and or also you can call in. Zone, what you think about these PEDs, OG?
Man, it's tough, man. They need to do random blood and urine tests, man, straight up and down. And I think that if you get popped and you haven't actually fought anybody, and it's kind of like how Canelo ate the tainted meat thing, but he actually didn't go in the ring with it, I could see some type of fine imposed up on you. Something like that, right? And then if you actually get caught in the ring with somebody and they find out that it's intentional or unintentional, if it's intentional, I think you should be banned on the first try. Because stuff just for life.
For life?
Yeah, for life on the first try.
Damn. What if you had a bad coach or you had some bad advice, like for life?
Yeah, for life. Because see, here's the thing. If it's found intentional, so my levels would be this: if it's intentional and you've actually completed a fight, I don't care if you lost, it was a draw. If you got knocked out in the first round, you should be banned for life. If it's foul play in your camp, then you should, be fined as well, and then probably, or maybe suspended, and then they should ban whoever that coach or bottle person is for life, and then you get your second pass. And then if it's in the off season and you're not actually having to fight, then probably most likely some fines or something. But you gotta have Brendan blood.
Life is what you're saying. Either you or the coach. Somebody got to bite the bullet.
Yeah, somebody got to get out of here because it don't magically get into your body, man. Come on, let's be honest. Now I do understand, like maybe somebody's feeding their dog and puppy something, and then they not clean and not sanitary, and they eating a cake after they don't serve the dog's food. Some people gross like that, so I can understand cross-contamination, right?
Or just get in your skin, for not wearing gloves.
Yep, it absolutely can. So I can understand cross-contamination. I understand that. That's why it's random blood and urine tests, because if you get caught, then you have that leeway to explain, and it could be something under the radar. Hey, look, man, I got this what's going on. Pop. Okay, no big deal. We log it in, you pop. You ain't hurt nobody, you good. It makes sense. You was feeding your puppies. Wash your fucking hands after the fact. Stay away from that substance if you can, or have somebody else handle it, because it might fuck up your career. And then we cool. Ain't nothing really to speak on. You know how the military do, right? You the Army, I'm Navy, we both vets. So they pull you into the office and give you a private counseling. And it ain't nothing bad. They give you a counseling to let you know that they know that this happened, and y'all understand that we need to take a different route to prevent this from blossoming into something that can get you banned for life.
Yo, my boy Zone said they need an Article 15.
Article 15, boy, that is. Out of here. You got to stand on that carpet, man.
Oh, man, get them a counseling statement, man. You need a counseling statement, brother. You need to put this in your file. All right.
Because what if you kill somebody? Like, you come on, man. You people out, and then you messing up people's record, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. You hurt somebody. That's why I said that.
Yeah, it only take one shot. It ain't then you be like, oh, we should have banned it for life. Come on, you kill somebody, rob their family of something, or you also, if you beat that person, man, you mess that person up. Then you kill their paydays.
Can I give a little side example? I know it's not PEDs, but just like what Margarito literally ruined Cotto's career by that bullshit he did with the hand wraps. He ruined the man's career. He was never the same.
At least changed it. Exactly. It changed the trajectory of Cotto's career. Cotto was an undefeated prime fighter. He was undefeated,
right?
Yeah.
Yo, you go back to what Coach Derek was talking about earlier too. He was like, you wonder why a guy get knocked out or get beat up one time real bad, and then it starts happening more. It was like, it's like the computer starts changing. You change the computer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like dropping your phone. You don't did that damage to your phone or your laptop, or some guys can. I'm gonna use a better example. You know how you crack your phone? You drop your phone, you crack your phone. You start with a little crack in the phone.
Right.
Then you drop it again, then the crack spread. Then you drop it again, and before you know it, you can't even see anything on your phone anymore. The whole shit is spider web.
I got a little bit of personal insight on that right there. And what one thing that happens is when you undefeated, you at some point in life, if you were an athlete or if you were a tough guy or whatever, at some point in life, you thought you were invincible. Period. That's just the way it is. At some point in life, probably all three of us on this line thought we were invincible until somebody had to show us that motherfucker, you ain't invincible. All right. So but what happens is
the switch for me very early on.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But we thought we were invincible until we found out we weren't invincible. So
my older siblings let me know before I walked out the world. Like, you ain't even the baddest in the house.
Right. All right, but anyway, with that being said, so you come in feeling a certain way, you come in with that undefeated record, you come in like a monster, you doing this and you doing that. What happens is you have the ability to, it starts in your head. Everybody knows it starts in your head. You gotta want to go. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta zone yourself. And this is what I'm gonna do, target. Once you get beat up, once you get stop, beat up, what it hurt in certain ways, and you realize that you are human, what happens is the next time, this is from experience, the next time it even begins to go that way, some doubt that you never had start to seep into your brain. And it's kind of hard to focus on what you got going on when this doubt is right here and there in your brain. You understand what I'm saying? The doubt that you never had before. So that's kind of what happened to us. It's like a psychological thing, you know what I'm saying? So you wonder, you start to worry. It's like a fear of failure. It's like a fear of failure, but actually making yourself fail because you fucking afraid of failing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a doubt that you don't have that ability to just, fuck that, I'm finna get this, I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that. Where you was once a killer, it don't be the same no more.
Hey, Coach, you hear about it with guys in other sports like football and basketball too. When they hurt that knee, it's like make that cut, or they scared to make that hard cut and come back because they don't cut the knee, or they're
scared, unsure. It's unsure. They're unsure of it. They're scared. Like even with a right hand, if you hurt your hand and you unsure of it, you know what I'm saying? You've been babying it so long, like I said with the knee situation, you've been babying it so long, you're unsure of it. So it's doubt that you cast in your brain somewhere, no matter what the fuck you think in training or doing whatever. When it comes to the real deal, you still have that worry somewhere in your brain, and it's hard to get it out your brain. Because even when it's out your brain and you think it's gone, that motherfucker tries to find his way and creep to the front of your goddamn brain, and you be like, bro, what the fuck is this? I'm telling you.
Okay, so look, let me ask y'all this. How y'all feel about the news that Canelo possibly might be facing Jermall Charlo in May?
I like it. At least it's probably some goddamn body.
Yeah, I like it too. I like it. Yeah, because Benavidez and Morrell supposed to be fighting, right?
Say that again. Oh, I don't know.
They allegedly.
No, yeah, because the PBC hasn't released the schedule yet.
Yeah.
Some people were saying that I honestly don't know a lot about Morrell. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know shit about Morrell. I ain't never seen him fight. But I heard some people saying that he ain't ready for Benavidez, and if pretty much the same thing we were saying about the boot situation, that if Benavidez, same thing, exact same thing, identical. If Benavidez beat him, then they gonna be saying that Morrell wasn't ready, they have enough experience, blah blah blah. Same exact situation. So I don't know how that is. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that? I've never seen Morrell fight at all.
Yeah, I think Maul is a good one. For all of them, because these four guys are getting down to the last end. Canelo, Jermall, Morrell, and Benavidez. At once,
Morrell just fucking jumped on the scene though. Who the fuck is Morrell? What the fuck?
I agree. I agree exactly what you're saying. But a lot of people like him, man. But I'm not impressed like that. But I do like Benavidez getting straight.
Oh yeah,
to the point
I like Benavidez. Benavidez deserves it.
Yep, and Maul is a overdue fight for Canelo. He got to beat both the twins on his resume.
Benavidez and Jermall definitely deserve it. They definitely deserve it. I don't know about Morrell. I don't know shit about Morrell at all.
Yeah. Now, if he beat Benavidez, if Morrell beat Benavidez,
absolutely. Hell yeah. Yeah, you earned that.
Yeah, but Maul and Canelo is overdue, and Canelo resume looking crazy right now.
Hey man, I got a question that ain't nobody talked about, ain't nobody heard about, ain't nobody said shit about since earlier last year. What the fuck is up with Sebastian Spandora, man? Yeah, they were talking about knockout of the year, and Cobra got it. I mean, not Cobra. What's the name? That not Cobra. Rayo, IU. What's my man name? Rayo
Valenzuela.
Rayo won the shit, but the way Spandora failed was a different type of fall, bro.
Yeah, that's a long fall for a 7.
That was a long ass fucking fall.
Left. He got caught with the.
It was like
the left.
Like
right, and then when he was sitting, he looked like, bro, that was fucking crazy.
Like even when you rewind it, it's still slow.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Slow motion live.
That shit did nobody. I never heard nobody talking about that shit for knockout of the year. That should have definitely been a contender, man.
I can show you my community tab. I had it as a nominee for knockout of the year. Yeah, I had that as a nominee for knockout of the year. I put Spence and Crawford up there because
What won? What won on your tab?
Matter of fact, let me go check it. I'll go check it real quick.
He right.
I think Cobra probably won.
No,
Cobra won for everybody.
No, he didn't win on my. I don't think he won.
Yeah,
but
Fedora, Cobra, and Spence is definitely one. I kind of almost
I didn't even really all the other ones I was counting was one hitter quitters though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was counting a lot of one hitters. That one, that was more of a TKO. I was really counting knockouts. But I'm about to show y'all real quick. But go ahead, shout out to my boy KP from KP.
What you think? Well, who you think? Well, that's my Fedora. How you think he gonna come back the same? I don't.
No, he's done.
Look, he was dominating that fight.
Yeah,
fucking old boy up. Like
you about to see exactly what the fuck we were just talking about that crack phone and the phone keep fucking cracking.
Yeah, he's cooked, bro. He's cooked.
Okay, here we go. Here's my list right here. I had shout out to my sister Rachel Donaire. I had Joshua over Helenius, one hitter quitter. Nakatani over Maloney, the Maloney brother. Remember what happened to him? The twin, not the one.
Oh yeah.
Crawford and Spence, just because I knew how much that TKO and that knockout meant to a lot of people. Mendoza over Fundora, Lopez over Conlon. Did y'all see Lopez stop Conlon? Beautiful. But Crawford over Spence won on my list. The next one was Fundora over. The next one was Fundora. Let me see. Matter if I could just share the screen, share this tab. There you go. Can y'all see it? Nope. Can't. There you go. And this is out of 113 votes. So when you watch Family Feud, they only take 100 votes. We got 113. 69%. Spencer Crawford's number one. Mendoza versus Fundora was 2. Nakatani over Maloney. Man, these other people, they probably didn't even see these other fights, man. Biggest robbery though. I had Colbert Valenzuela 1. Fury Ngannou, that did numbers. People thought 32%. Cambosos versus Maxie Hughes definitely was a robbery. Rolly Romero versus Ishmael actually won with 51%, but 0% out of 200 votes. Joe Cordina versus Edward Vasquez. I'm like, did y'all even see that fight?
What was that score on Ngannou? I can't remember. What was it?
I'll look it up. Real quick. But shout out to
I know. I feel like Ngannou won, but if it wasn't wide, it can't necessarily be called a robbery. If it wasn't wide,
right. But I know what you mean. What's up?
Yeah, but I had Ngannou winning. But if it wasn't wide, if it wasn't like fucking 117, you know what I'm saying? If it was like some crazy ass numbers and shit.
It was 10 rounds. So they got 96, 93, 94, 95, 94, 95.
That's not a robbery.
Just think about it in boxing terms.
Yeah.
There's no way that a non-boxer was going to win the fight and mess up the money for the unification.
Right.
Fight.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah. That's not a robbery. It's not a robbery. I mean, I personally hadn't gone to winning. But being the scores being that close, that's not a robbery. That's not a robbery.
Yeah, close fight.
Yeah, it was close.
All right, what's up, KP? And let me go to Rachel after that.
What's up, man? I was just jumping in when you said when Coach Norman was saying fighters are not the same after getting beat up, and that's the first fight I thought about was Mosley and Forrest and Roy and Tarver.
Yeah. Yep.
Mosley was more effective after the Forrest fight, but yeah, he was never the same. He still won some fights, but he just never was the same.
Shit, list can go on. Hey, you go all the way back to Tyson Douglas. That shit go on.
Yeah, that goes on, man.
Yeah, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, well, Joe Frazier Ali. That shit, it ain't never the same. You don't have that same roughness, toughness. Like you realize that you're fucking human and you can be beat. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, and a lot of times, a lot of those guys, it takes a lot out of them. So they usually take a sustained beating for a certain amount of rounds.
Right.
Rather than getting just knocked out one round. Like Roy and Tarver, the first fight was a close fight. So the
Yeah,
knockout
man.
in the
That's
second
but
fight
that
was like,
knockout, that
oh,
was serious. That was bad, man. Hey, I think that broke. I think that broke everybody's heart, man.
I picked Tarver to win that fight. One of my partners put me out the house,
Man,
bro. My partner
I
put me
was.
out his house, bro. When Roy went down, he put
Right,
me
you
out.
couldn't tell, you couldn't say shit to me that day, bro. You had to leave. I was fucked up when that happened, but I was like, "What the fuck just
Hey,
happened?"
coach. I had just
Yeah,
helped him move into that apartment too. He put me out, man. You know what I'm
I
saying?
said, bro, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get your ass out here.
Put me out, bro.
What's up, Rach?
Oh no, I'm like I was trying to get in with the PEDS conversation, but you guys already passed
No,
it. So
no, it ain't no pastor. Go ahead, get your bars off. What up, fam?
did you know that you could also get pop? Well, yeah, have levels of like low levels of banned substances through sex.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said sex?
So how
Yeah.
much did you got?
Yeah.
So the other person is doing PEDs.
Yeah.
So
Her
yeah, so
boyfriend.
Guinea
Oh shit!
Fuchs, I think is her name, Fuchs, Guinea, Ginny, was a female boxer and trying out for Olympics or went to Olympics, I can't remember. But if you look her up, her husband was on therapeutic I think testosterone or something. And she had like low amounts in her urine, and it was because of he was on it and they had unprotected sex and the
And he
sex was
came
very
in her.
recent, and so she popped dirty.
What they do?
I think they ended up reversing it after realizing what I mean, I don't know how they proved that they had sex, but he did have it like from his doctor, like a prescription. And it was a very low amount. I just don't know how they proved that the sex was recent. And yeah. But I mean, I guess she had a good lawyer to prove that somehow, some way.
And look, and Mark. That's why when you ask me about it, that's why I steer clear of shit I don't know. I'm very, very vocal about shit I do know. But when I don't know, I gotta steer clear of that shit. It's too much. It's too many factors in this damn PED shit, man. I don't know enough. So I steer clear of that shit.
Yeah, that's wild. I would have never thought that, but it makes
Yeah, that's
perfect
crazy.
sense because that's an exchange of bodily fluids.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It makes plenty sense. Never thought about that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But shouldn't stuff like that like be even if it's not known public to us, shouldn't the opponent and the other team, like, you can't just, what's the point of having drug tests if you can always say, well, it wasn't intentional. I mean to put it in my system. Well, you had it in your system regardless.
But Mark, back to what you was talking about when you talking about banning motherfuckers and all of this shit. There, it happened. Well, I don't know. I guess with the latest situation, it happened. So what the fuck? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
but it
saying?
always just so happen to these athletes, man. Like, come on now. Like
Yeah, it's hard.
It might happen to us too. We just not getting tested.
We just there. We ain't
No,
getting tested. We ain't getting tested for
you
shit.
get okay. I'm gonna say
Like,
this.
you might
Hey, we were around with cocaine in our system and shit.
right.
No,
You
But
don't,
like, well, I
hey,
mean, like
look,
the actual report says like that the substance was low and like agreed with the fact that there's two of them. There's a softball player and a boxer. That they agreed with the fact that it was exposure from recent sex, and I'm like, I'm just wondering, did they do a blind panel study, and like, how did you come to this conclusion? Not even to play on the words of that whole statement itself, but to come to that conclusion, you've had to do, like, I'm just guessing, like some studies to prove that, you can, and how recent is recent? Like, was it yesterday or last week? Like, like things like that, like that I have questions about, but I mean,
yeah,
I don't
Mark was
know.
right.
only
Mark
thing
was
I
right.
thought of when I'm sorry, go ahead. I heard
No,
Mark.
Mark,
That's all I wanted.
Mark, I agree with you.
Thank
It
you.
seems
Turn his
that
mic up, please. Turn his mic up.
Mark, I agree with you. And what Rachel was saying, I'm combining the two because like it just so happened to be a coincidence all the time at the right time, and just it's always a reason. Um, And sometimes, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. People plot these things out. I mean, people are not dumb, right? When you're in the drug cheating game, man, you know about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you cook or whatever skill set we have or talent that we have, we know the ins and outs and the rigs on the game or whatever you're doing. Man, these people know. Just like allegedly, um, they LeBron James' wife had ordered some stuff from him with her name on it, so it can be covered up allegedly. These guys know the tactics, man. These guys are professional world class
Was it
athletes.
was it drugs?
Man, they trying to insinuate. The story went away. It was like a big thing like 6 months ago, where a new steroid list was gonna come out, kind of like how they did with Barry Bonds and Manny Ramirez and all that. That big drug bust. Then they was trying to finish, about to do another one, and all of a sudden we got the pedophile stuff and the other political stuff kind of drowned the steroid list out. Yeah, so it was around that same time, but they were saying, not to say that he doing anything, but they were just saying how these guys are ordering this stuff through other people, through distant cousins, and it just so happened to get to the athlete. Weird stuff like that, man. Yeah,
Didn't you hear so when Connor Ben got hit with the whole like egg scandal, and it was supposed to be like estrogen or whatever, the counter to this testosterone, that he got caught with? I was like, well, whose eggs was he eating? Was he going down on someone that was taking estrogen? Like, I have so many questions.
Rachel ready to get into the nighttime show for
It's 10:18. I know it's already late over there.
Yeah, Rachel getting right to the nitty gritty.
Yeah. She probably don't have some drinks. She might,
Possibly. We all grown up here. It's a late night show for a reason. Hey, look, I ain't judging. You ain't on trial. Hey, look, let me say something to you. So the question still on the topic docket is, should the penalties be stiffer? Pause. Rach? Like if you
I think they should.
6 months to a year, you only fight 6 months to a year anyway. You didn't hurt nothing.
No, they don't care about that, because most of these guys are only fighting once a year as it is. Once to twice a year at that, so it's not really hurting them.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I think it depends on the severity of what you got. Well, I think it depends on the severity of what you got caught with and the way it was done.
You mean like you're talking like if they get caught with a masking agent, like a diuretic versus like an actual anabolic steroid?
Right. Some shit that you know. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like diuretics, they're supposed to be masking agents, and they're really bad. I think they're horrible when it comes to athletes that are already cutting weight and not eating. You can really mess up your body that way. But yeah, I think you're correct when you're talking about anabolic steroids and increasing your strength and ability to recover in a short amount of time. That's for me like a cause for, like, I don't know who was saying earlier, like jail time. Like you're literally you're increasing your chances of killing a person. We already know it's a dangerous sport, and now you're doing it with intent.
Yeah. I mean, it's no different if you hurt somebody or kill them or do some kind of bodily damage to them.
Involuntary manslaughter and all
that. I was just about to say it's no different than involuntary manslaughter when you hurt somebody another way. It's no different. It's the same thing.
Yeah, because just imagine, like, I'll go back to a fight. I want to say that was Gabriel Ruelas and Jimmy Garcia. I remember Garcia died in the 90s. And just imagine if you found out later that Ruelas was on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I said this, and this may make sense to you, Rachel. I ask you this question: do you believe that there's a way for them to contractually bind the fighters and or management to an agreement that would force anybody that tested positive before the fight to forfeit their purse and give that to the person that did not test positive?
Did the fight already occur?
No, before the fight happened. So like the Bitterbiev and Smith fight, before it happened, the adverse finding came like that.
I mean, I would think that like you would have to almost take out like a weird insurance policy for that to be covered, because I don't think, I mean, like I know Nonito would be like, yeah, fuck yeah, like go ahead, like I'll sign it all day. You know what I mean? But a lot of these other athletes, and you'll hear you hear a lot from a lot of the boxers, that they're, I don't want to say clueless, and more so that they're not paying attention to detail, right? Like a lot of them will tell you, my job's in the ring. When it comes to these contracts, they're glazing it over, right? What more so the things that are going into their system, thinking that they could just grab like a pill bottle off the shelf because, hey, there shouldn't be any problem with it. I shouldn't need a prescription, and not thinking of the fact that there might be something in there that's banned, and it's okay for the normal public to use, but not in an in-competition athlete. So just, I mean, like things, what is it called? I keep forgetting. It's hypoxy cut or hydroxy cut. Like, yeah, that's illegal for athletes. I remember that when I was competing. Like when that came out, dude, they did a whole wide memo. Like, y'all better not take this. You'll pop and you'll be disqualified from the team. So, I think it's a great like thing to think about, but it really has to, and I'm always going to stand on this. I don't care who the drug dealer is. Like, it has to be accountability for the boxer. You have to be freaking careful. I'm ridiculously careful with Nonito. Even fight week, I'm ridiculously careful. Like, we don't just go downstairs to lobby and order food and Nonito's ordering food. No, we order it as a team if we do that, and you have no idea which food's Nonito's. We order out, same thing. Or we try to cook our own meals. But you know, at the end of the day, like you could, at least we're trying to be overly cautious, as far as, you know, when we buy food, where we bought it, where the receipts are. Like, I keep that stuff all the way through camp, because if anything comes up, then I'm like, nope, we went here. He took a multivitamin from this manufacturer. Here's the lot number. Here's the bottle. Like, go and test it. Did the manufacturer, because it could happen where I think there was a UFC fighter who got hit by using a supplement he always used from GNC, but this specific lot number that came through was the manufacturing before that lot had some kind of steroid in it, and they didn't clean out their equipment clean enough when they started to bottle the next bottle, which was the multivitamins he was taking, and it was contaminated.
Hey, can I chime in? What multivitamin was that from GNC? The GNC that you talking about?
I don't know. It was some UFC athlete that went after.
But you don't know what's called. Okay, go ahead.
No, I could look into it like later, and then, or if I get my laptop out. But I remember that because he like literally went after the manufacturing company for the cross contamination of his supplements.
That's why the reason I ask is that's what my son takes shit from GNC, and I always worry about that. I mean, he been taking the same shit that I took when I was coming up, so we ain't ever had no issue. But which is happening with what you're talking about, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. It's people are literally putting drugs together, so you don't know what the fuck is in this stuff, man.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's that, and you're also thinking of a manufacturing company. Like, if I was manufacturing like lip glosses and stuff like that when I was younger, and I went out to you know, the East Asian countries, and when I went there, you had Urban Decay, you had Estee Lauder, you had all of the brands, and they're all being processed at the same location. So if you think about that, when it comes to supplements and manufacturing, like, it just depends on which drug, quote unquote, is on the line, and if they cleaned their system enough to when another drug has to be pushed through their manufacturing line, that there's no cross contamination from the drug that was before it.
All right. Interesting. All right. Well, we can table this one here, man. That's all I got for this episode, man. I appreciate everybody's time and energy for pulling up. Damn, man, it feel good to be back, man. Love y'all so much. I could talk to y'all forever, but I gotta end this. All good things must come to an end, even this show. And plus, I gotta do a Patreon episode. You know what I'm saying? I'm super active on that as well. And I got a referee, Wayne Bailey, is gonna pull up next week. It's an amateur ref. You probably saw him at the fight with Kenny Bayless and Tony Weese at the fight that just happened with Barroso. So yeah, he's a cool dude. He out of
is that Wayne the travel guy on Facebook or something like that?
Yeah,
okay.
Travel agent too, you know.
I'll be friends on Facebook, so yeah.
Yeah. Wayne Bailey, man, cool dude, man. I spoke to him earlier today. Kind of went through, you know, what I can and can't ask. You know, what just getting a feel for each other. Does he even want to do an interview like this?
Yeah, he's gonna be a professional ref, right?
Yeah, he's about to be a professional ref. So we're gonna talk about his journey, what he knows about the amateur, like just about scoring and about boxing, and you know, I'm cranking up the interviews, man. I'm cranking up the interviews this year because I think a lot of we started off good last year, then I just started having so much fun. We was wilding out. But I think it's important to do episodes like this to get the fans connected to the pros, and so they'll know a lot of things.
Trying to find one of them Cat Williams interviews, huh?
Nah, hey, look, I had one like that last year. Early last year, Mike Williams Sr. came up here and flamed up Roy Jones.
I remember that. I didn't know that was on your show, but I remember that. I had no clue it was on your show though.
24 hours. That one might have did like 25, 30.
I remember that. I remember when he flamed. I remember when it first happened. He was like, I did not know that was your show that it was on though. First of all, let me say, Roy is not my son's coach and blah, all that shit, right?
That's my video. Yeah, that's my video, man. A lot of people chopped that up and went up, you know, a lot of people chopped that video up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't give nobody strikes neither. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Friend or foe. Didn't give them no strikes. You know what I'm saying? But that's it, man. I love y'all so much. I hope you love yourself. If not, guess what? God loves you. So does Martin Ash in the neighborhood breaking beats. Please, before y'all leave, Rachel Donaire, Brian Norman Sr., can y'all please tell people how to reach y'all, follow y'all, and what you guys got going on next?
Well, y'all know where to find us. Beyond the Ring with Rachel, Nonito and Rachel. Instagram, Rachel Donaire. Twitter, knockout_queen. We're traveling a lot. Nonito's actually, he's doing MVP's February 2nd card in Orlando. He's a commentator for that. So we're gonna actually
February 2nd.
It's
dope.
MVP prospects. It's their up and comer card. So Nonito is going out there and he's gonna be commentating. So make sure you guys check that out. And then there's a couple other ones that are lining him up for commentating on different platforms. So just tune in. But we're in and out, and of course,
that's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Flash. That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all know I got love for the homie. I don't want him to fight no more, low key. I know he still love fighting, but I was like, the longer you fight, the longer you gonna push back the Hall of Fame. You get what I'm saying? Like
this is true.
I'm ready for you. I'm ready for the years to start. You know what I'm saying? Let's knock these. What is 3 years? Ready to knock these 3 years out, man, so we can have our big party in Castonia, which leads.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God, we're gonna tear New York up.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, Rachel. Excuse me. I hope I ain't intrude. Was he still cool with Cameron when he passed?
Yes, Cameron actually. First of all, Cameron was the one who taught me everything as far as management, and he started teaching me very early on because he was already getting sick. Like if you knew Cameron, he had he was diabetic.
Diabetes, right.
Yeah, so I always had, whenever I was with Cameron, I always had that shot of glucose in my purse because he would just, but so he taught me a lot because of the fact that he didn't know then about his health, but he lived as long as he could. A month before he passed, he had called us to say his goodbyes, but we've had these kind of scares with Cameron over at least the last 5 years. We didn't know that this was really going to be the last one. But we still did the same thing. We told him we loved him and appreciated him. I mean, we needed him to fight through it and to be strong and to keep praying. And he was, he sounded like he was in the best spirits. And, all I could hope and pray for is that he's in peace and that his loved ones also realize that he's not suffering anymore and they're at peace with that he's in a good place.
Right.
For sure, man. Well, I appreciate you, Rachel. I'm gonna see you on the next one.
Okay. See you guys. Bye.
That's there. All right. Give my best to the fam.
Will do.
Peace. Love you more. Peace. All right. Got my good brother here, Brian Norman Sr. Always come. I'm gonna let you know, like some guests, man, like I just love having on. Like yeah, and you are definitely in that top list, man. Like you're so I'm telling you, man, Hank Lundy, Mike Williams Sr., Senior, like you three are like kind of like three of my favorite guests, man. Not saying I don't love Errol, but I just know y'all just gonna give it up. Pause. Like y'all gonna say hero political. Y'all ain't trying to be nice, friendly. Man, y'all said
I'm real, man. It's called real, man. It's real life shit, man.
Man, y'all be going raw.
Listen, bro. When it's real, you ain't got to fucking script no fake shit, man. I
ain't trying to say other people are fake. I'm just saying, like,
I'm saying they fake. In this day and age, I'm living in the twilight zone, and it's just like I woke up in this motherfucker one day. I don't understand people making up shit online. I don't understand people just making up shit for clout. You heard me on this interview today say a few negative things about myself, about my son, about when he sparred Boots the first time. I will say that. I don't understand motherfuckers thinking they got to look like superheroes and Superman. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm also at the same time, when you go to talking that shit, I'm gonna make you stand on what the fuck you say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make you prove what the fuck you say. Don't just go talking that shit and then we just gonna leave it at that. Nah. I want more. I'm very emotional when it comes to that shit. I want more. I want all the smoke.
Yeah. That's what I that's what I would compare it to. Like, and it's like you guys seem like y'all we ain't got nothing to lose.
Not a goddamn. It's real life. It's real life, bro. I'm from a different generation. I'm from your generation. It's real life where I'm from, man. I'm not from no fake ass generation, man. I ain't perfect. I ain't trying to be perfect. I ain't got to be perfect, but I know what I can and can't do. And motherfuckers be lying about shit, and I just don't do all that. I'm very happy with who the fuck I am. I'm very happy with who my son is. I'm very happy with who I raised. I'm very happy with who my son became. I'm very happy with who I became. So if I'm not, I always feel like a person that got to lie about something in life is the person that's ashamed of something in life. I ain't ashamed of shit. Nothing. Nathaniel.
Right.
If you ask me personally, I'd tell you anything. Because I ain't ashamed of none of it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that.
Yeah. So that's where the energy come from. It's just real energy, bro. That's it.
Shout out to Team Norman Jr., man.
It's just real energy, man. It's real energy. That's another reason why. That's another reason.
You heard him. Huh?
What you saying?
No, huh?
I ain't heard you say it.
I ain't say nothing.
Yeah, bullshit.
I said, tell you, ducking his smoke with me too.
Listen, I ain't saying this shit you talking about. Listen, that's another reason. I was trying to understand it.
A little more. Hey, look, remember before I was like, hey, look, just don't hit. You know what I'm saying? Don't hit me back. I'm ready, man. I want to see what that power like, man.
Who me and my son?
Both. Who you want first? How you want it?
I'll whoop your ass.
Oh man, hey, look, you right there around my weight class. Matter of fact, you out my weight class, but like you said, what's 20, 30,
Mark,
50 pounds?
Mark, you're gonna throw up. You're gonna throw up.
You respect, senior.
You're going to throw up.
Not more than mine. How about that?
Mark, you're going to throw up.
Your phone been dropped, brother. Respect it.
You're right. You're right. Nah. Hey, you ain't getting no.
Got your case on you, man. I
Listen. My phone has been dropped. My phone been cracked. My phone been broke.
Your next interview gonna sound like a Campbell soup song.
Look, my phone been broke. I had to get fucking new cases for this bitch, new faces for this bitch.
I'm gonna show this boy something, man. Yo,
hey, listen. You miss it, but you're missing one thing about the broke. You're missing one thing about the broke phone, though. You know what you're missing about the broke phone?
That shit still got service.
That shit still got service. It's the longevity of the service that it got, baby. It knows what to do. It knows what to do. It knows how to. It knows how to tuck and roll. Goddamn it, take some of the bumps and bruises off. You do not, sir, because you ain't been broken yet. Your ass gonna get broke.
Don't know what I can do. I got a special set of skills, sir.
Okay.
That's what, look, I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. The boy is everything he said he was, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Hey, man, look, so I'm gonna I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. When you ready to pull up, because B got to fight anyway. You want to pull up this week, you can spar B.
Yeah. When you say if I beat you, I get to spar B?
No, I said you pull up this week, you can spar B.
Oh, what's this week? I think I got a couple appointments this week, man.
I bet the fuck you do. Yeah, right.
No. I'm dead ass though. Dead ass. What day? I hit y'all up.
Monday.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
All right, bro. You in that bullshit, man.
No. But dead ass though. Y'all gonna be in the gym Monday. I'll pull up. Can I pull up?
No. You have to call me. You know, we train in the basement now. I train him here. He come over here.
Let's get it. And look. Let's get it. Say less. We'll talk less.
Yeah. You tell me when, and then I go to the gym. I ain't been to the gym all year. He been coming here in the morning.
It's gonna hurt, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna be that. Hey, look, these niggas can't wait to see me get beat up on.
You gonna throw up, and you gotta air this shit too. You gotta air this shit. Okay,
it's all love. Hey, look,
you gotta air this shit.
It is what it is. It's gonna be good entertainment. Patreon, you put it on my Patreon. I ain't putting it on regular YouTube. They got to pay to see this ass whooping. They got to pay to see this ass whooping, baby. I'm paying for you, Martin. What? Boy, I'm gonna hit. Hey, look, I'm gonna hit him with that shoulder. Pull counter.
Hey, all right, bro.
Welterweight.
Hey, I ain't go, bro. Listen to me. I ain't got nothing to say. You be hearing the confidence and shit I be talking with, man.
What? You know I weigh Norman about almost 100 pounds, right?
What you about B?
Yeah.
That ain't gonna matter.
You outweigh me by about 60.
No.
Not about 60. Probably about like 20.
You outweigh me.
Nigga, please, man.
I don't lost
weight. He said, I don't lost weight. Not in
How much you weigh?
Face.
How much you weigh? How much you weigh?
Man, I ain't about to get into all my.
Nigga, don't be no fucking girl. Be scared to say your weight on no fucking radio.
Nah, man. Look, I am diva with it because I got some things.
Man, how much you weigh? Nigga scared to say his weight and shit. You never ask a woman her weight, nigga.
No, on some real shit. I don't even know because I've had COVID for a week. Today's my.
Let me tell you what I weigh right now. The last time I weighed, listen, this gonna fuck you. It's gonna fuck 210. Actually, no, I'm lying. It was 208.
I'm about to say you a 208-10 lie, nigga.
I took a picture.
I'm gonna know you when I see you.
You gonna see 208, bro. I'm down. Real time. I'm almost under 200. I'm coming.
208, 209. I'm gonna beat you up in the same night.
I'm beat 208, bro.
Hey, look, Norman going down. Mark.
Hey, man, listen. Being that I know you ain't no internet capper, I'm not gonna keep the same energy that I have with all the rest of these bust ass niggas.
Right now, this is all like, hey, look, I know we in the city, man. I know we get gritty down here, baby. Like they like you in the gym. They be like,
yeah, niggas. Hey, I want you to get Elijah Pierce pussy ass on here, and then I want you to ask him about me and ask him about that shit he was talking. Ask him what I'm talking about. He lied. I'm talking about, man.
You talking about Michael Fox? Who?
No, Elijah Pierce. I told you.
I can't wait to get Elijah Pierce.
The deal with Elijah Pierce started because I was
gotta go.
Okay, the deal with Elijah Pierce started because I was I seen him laughing on Michael Fox shit. And you know, we already had beef with B don't like Elijah at all. I told B to let that shit ride a long time ago. Cause B was 16 and Elijah was like 21 years old. And I told you, I jumped on this nigga, choked him out. His daddy jumped in. I didn't know that was his fucking daddy. I put my forearm in his daddy's neck. This nigga comes on line to me, oh, nigga, you got that twisted when you jumped up in there. I hit you in the face twice. And yeah, okay, bro. So I said, well, I tell you what then, simple as this. We can make this, look, simply we can make this shit easy, nigga. Let's get that work. Oh, you want a 122? I said, no, bro, we gonna touch the scale. We gonna touch the scale. I'm gonna let you touch the scale. My son ain't gonna be that much bigger than you. That's it. Ain't said shit, nigga, just like Tank. Nigga, just like Tank. Why he still clout chasing Tank all the year with that fake ass, with that old ass tape he got of him getting the best of Tank for a second before he got knocked the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? But look, and then he want to block me. Then he want to block me like a little bitch. I don't block nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I block motherfuckers, yo.
I don't block nobody, bro. Come on. I don't block. Come on, bring it on, goddamn. I'm with all of that shit.
I block motherfuckers. I ain't got time.
All right, man. Hey, man, I ain't mean to hold you up, man. Handle your motherfucking business, man.
I can get distracted off my mission.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at your ass later on, man.
Yeah, I block motherfuckers quick.
I don't block motherfuckers. Fuck that shit.
Get your bitch.
I want all the smoke. Goddamn, bring me the smoke. Just be ready to stand on what the fuck you saying. That's all.
Now keep that. Don't get it twisted. Now I block them from communicating with the audience. But nigga, you can call. You can be a man.
Yeah, nah, I'm talking about me. Yeah, nah. These nigga blocking me. This nigga blocking me from community. Yeah.
Keep typing me all day. You annoying me.
Yeah.
You better be funny. If you funny, witty, creative, that's cool. But if you just trying to
tell here lame, hey, I want you to do this for me. When you get Elijah Pierce on here, I want you to call me, tag me, same shit again. Ask him why he gonna bring up 122 pounder. Ask him what he walk around at. Let me know that, because there's no way he's 122 pounds and that he walk around, like we said, we know about water, so they gained at least 20 pounds.
But your son walk around at 140, so regardless.
No. I'm finna tell you. I just told you he walk around fight time about 155, 154, 155. I told him that. So that nigga in the 40s, then my son ain't gonna be about 14 pounds bigger than him, if not less. My son spar fucking 180s, 185, 175 all the time. That's not a fucking huge difference. Ask that nigga about it. That's not a huge difference. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. It's not a huge difference. So anyway, yeah, we want that work, bro. I want it. And I'm every time I see that nigga, I'm gonna fucking hound him. I'm gonna be a real bitch to him. I don't fuck with him.
Nah, man. Don't catch no case now, saying like.
No. I ain't gonna do a lot. Come on, you see how old I am. I'm smarter than that, motherfucker. I don't need you. Hey, I don't need you guiding the youth, nigga. I'm smarter than that.
You said you down to 208. You might be feeling jovial.
Nah, hell no.
Feeling like you can dunk a basketball.
Man, let me get the hell on, man. It's 2:00 in the morning, man. I'm gonna holler at you.
I've been trying to get you off about 15 minutes. Love you, bro. I'll see you on the next.
All right, love you too, dog. All right, yeah.
Man, shout out to my guys, Brian Norman Jr., Brian Norman Sr., Team Norman Jr., man. Good folks, man. And shout out to everybody who was a part of this episode. Shout out to Coach Derek, man. Team Quinton Randall. Team Randall. Shout out to Team Donaire for pulling up as well. My guy Zone 6. And of course, my guy KP from KC5, man. This shit was dope. Hey, what a hell of an episode to come back to, right? Damn. Super dope episode to come back to. All right, man. I love y'all. Hope you love yourself. If not, guess what? God loves you. So does Martin Nash in the neighborhood breaking beats. I will see y'all on the next one, man. I'm about to do a Patreon episode. It's going to be a recorded Patreon. So when you sign up, you can join and watch along with us, or you can just wait for it to upload. All right. But it's not going to be a live. It's going to be a recorded Patreon. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to entertain y'all this evening. Hopefully y'all was thoroughly entertained. Like I said, man, it's been a crazy week for your boy. And I didn't even know if I was going to do this episode today. But my boy Lukey hit me up. Shout out to my guy Lukey Boxing for plugging in with Coach Derek today. In the ring with Christine, Lisa Bells, to Jessica, Modern King Boxing. Man, all of y'all, man. Shout out to Foodie with the Beauty. My guy I am Cam Edwards. All of y'all, man. KP, I said that before. Lance, what up? Lance Cqnelo was here. Appreciate you, man. Man, I love y'all, man. This shit was dope, man. This shit was dope. But all good things must come to an end, even this show. And I gotta go to the barbershop tomorrow, man. I gotta get the shit straightened up a little bit. Been looking rough last week or so, but man, damn, man, this was great, man. I really enjoyed y'all. But hey, look, man, sometimes we're gonna agree, sometimes we're gonna disagree, but understand this, man. Dreams require your sleep, goals require your effort. Go out there and get your goals, man. Wow, what can I say, man? This was a damn good episode. I need to chop that some clips up from Coach Derek, so I'll be busy tomorrow. Also tomorrow, remember Michaela Mayer returns to the ring. She will be facing Natasha Jonas. That's gonna be a good fight. Damn sure had that on my list to get some predictions from that, but just ran out of time, man. Time waits for no man. And we talked about a lot of stuff. Some of the answers were long-winded, and that's cool. And some of my responses were a little long. And yeah, man, look, a lot of times, man, I don't write down a lot of questions. I could do some research. I write some questions down that I know I want to touch on. But for the most part, man, ain't no rehearsing my verse. You know what I'm saying? I be giving it to y'all straight how it comes to me. And I like to have conversations with my guests and get the guests to open up. And that's why the show is the show. You know what I'm saying? I know some people don't like my style of interviewing or reporting or journalism. That's cool. You do you, I do me, my G. Because always remember, man, respect is free. Disrespect can cost you everything. Everything. Your family, your freedom, your finances, most importantly, your life. So let's show each other love. Let's show each other respect. And if we can't do that shit, let's just show each other the door. You go your way, I go mine. I'm sure we both will do fine. All right? But one thing's for certain, two things for sure, homeboy. Never, ever, ever, ever forget this.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
And I mean that shit. Drive, motherfucker.
Hey, it's Antonio Tarver, champion. You watching Martin Nash at Breaking Beach. I usually don't do drops, but I'm gonna give you one, bro. I'm gonna give you one. I love you, champ.
Oh, and people get mad when I tell the fighters, I love them, and they say they love me back. Golly, y'all niggas better get some love in y'all life, man. Love is beautiful, and I love y'all too, man. I hope you love yourself. If not, guess what? God loves you, and so does Martin Nash in the neighborhood here at Breaking Beats. Thanks, y'all, for sitting through 3 hours and 21 minutes of me living out my dreams. Hope you're living out yours too. Peace.
This that squad sound.
Subscribe. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Support him. So he made all this possible. He made this possible.
Nah, Dr. Mark, God made this possible. God made all this possible. And so did viewers like you. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.